timestamps for every zodiac sign in the description. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Cancer for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Cancerian placement in your chart, you can apply this to. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and also add me on Station Head in the description below. That is my free radio show. Just by adding me on there, you're entered into any giveaway I do. I pull cards on there, we listen to music, and it's just a super vibe. But yeah, Cancer, other than that, let's see what the vibes are for you this week. One more message for Cancer, thank you. Interesting. Okay, we'll get it from the tarot. Okay, so first we have coming together, or come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. So this would be the perfect time to call onto the universe, spirit, God, the divine, whatever you believe in, your guides, archangels, whoever you like to work with, depending on, you know, what you like to do spiritually. But tapping into this energy, it's like it takes a village. There is a new phase in your life that you're kind of entering into, Cancer, or a transformation that's happening, and you're gonna need new hands and different hands. Also, if you find yourself sad for no reason, just know that guides are not permanent. Some guides are, you know, with you from birth until the very end, but a lot of guides come in and they cycle out for different phases in your life. You'll have a different guide when you're, you know, in school age, and then you'll have a different guide when you're going through like the workforce and you're not in school anymore and you have more choices, more options, etc. There's different guides that are going to be able to help you during different periods of your life. So if you find yourself sad or feeling like something is missing, something is being taken away from you, it could be a, you know, energetic response that you're having to your guides cycling out. So just know that. But we have purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it you will find the answer to your question. So Cancer, there's something that you're wondering, and you do know the answer. Whether or not you're ready to face it or accept it is a whole different thing. But if you truly feel confused right now, the universe is telling you to go within, spend some time in meditation, or just to be honest with yourself. You have a lot of help right now, a lot of help to get you where you need to be. We have nature signs, so you're probably seeing like angel numbers up the wazoo, or just, you know, different spirit animals and things like that. A lot of signs and signals coming to you right now, and that's the part in the beginning where I was like, we'll figure out with the tarot, because I don't want to jump ahead, but I'm like, what are they trying to, you know, communicate to Cancer? So we'll see. But nature signs, be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continuously. We only need to open our hearts and minds. So for the answers that you're truly not able to find within, the universe is communicating to you right now through signs and signals and giving you different nudges. We have stargazing, which is so interesting because this was literally me yesterday, and I'm a Cancer if you don't know. I was staring at the moon outside of my window. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself very focused. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. Moon gazing, sun gazing, these are all things that they tell us not to do. Not moon gazing so much, but you know what I've been noticing, Cancer? Okay, tea. And this isn't like, you know, some sort of conspiracy theory. Like, I've been noticing, at least where I live, something always happens around the new moon. Like, it's either raining really, really hard, and that's been the consistent thing, or for the last couple of years, I'll say, it's been like really cloudy. I cannot tell you the last time I just really saw like a crystal clear blue sky and the full moon, but like I said, it could just be where I live. But sun gazing, yeah, they definitely tell us not to do that anymore. It can hurt your eyes, da, 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 da. And ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt, and even many ancient cultures, the Mayans, they sun gazed. They sun gazed, and it was a part of their spiritual routine, because you get downloads and understanding when you do it. So you know, listen, I'm not telling you to do it, but sun gazing or star gazing, if that's more comfortable for you, is definitely something you should look into. And I would definitely say star gazing or moon gazing, considering you're a Cancer ruled by the moon. And then last we have music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So a lot of signs and signals. We got nature signs, and then we have music. The universe is telling you to listen carefully. There's going to be a message in the music that you hear, or if you've gotten a, you know, if you feel like you heard a message in a song recently, but you're like, that's just coincidence. It's not coincidence. It's not. So let's see what comes from the tarot. What does Cancer need to hear? What does Cancer need to hear? What are the messages for Cancer? Ooh, a manifestation on the way. Three of Wands is you already know what's coming in. You already know, or you're already anticipating what is coming in. Whether it's good or bad depends on you, Cancer. If you feel like something bad is going to happen because you know you didn't do XYZ, this is the time to do XYZ. So that, because here's the thing, Cancer, you're naturally very intuitive. Not only are you a water sign, but you're ruled by the moon. And the moon is intuition. So Cancer, you're highly, highly, highly intuitive. You got to learn to trust that intuition, because there is something coming and you're either expecting the worst or the best. Now, if you know that you've done the work to get in alignment, if you know that you know, should be in alignment with the best, but you're just having fears that you haven't done enough or that it's not coming, that's a whole separate thing. That's just more so getting your shadow in check. But intuitively, you know the truth, Cancer, you do. You know the truth, you know what you deserve, and you know what you've done. So, you know, Three of Wands, there's definitely this energy of, I just heard karma to collect, but you know, there's good karma, there's negative karma. Yeah, look at this, the Hierophant. You know a lot, Cancer, by the way. You know too much to not do what you know you have to do at this point. So you may be tired, not wanting to, you know, put in the work to get in alignment, but honestly, you know too much at this point. You know it's going to happen if you don't do the work. And we have the Queen of Pentacles here, so abundance is coming through for the most of you. This isn't a negative message, but I'm definitely feeling like the weight of the message. It's just like, it is what it is. It's not positive or negative. It's just like, there's definitely a weight to this spread here, where it's like a lot of responsibility. Beautiful, that's exciting. Yeah, Eight of Swords in reverse. Yep, you see clearly, Cancer. You're not bound and tied. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. So that's definitely personal fulfillment. But we had the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Magician in reverse. So this doesn't necessarily mean that you would have had to do all of the work. You know, we always have to focus on that yin and the yang, the spiritual and the practical, doing the 3D work and also doing the work in the ethers, working with your guides. So the Magician in reverse surprisingly doesn't alarm me, because with that Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles, this lets me know Queen of Pentacles, that's usually like that 3D work, you're abundant, and then the Hierophant is that spiritual side. So the Hierophant knows that they're not God. They don't have to do everything. For some of you, you have had to surrender for something to come through, and it's finally coming through with that Three of Wands. But it was really hard for you to accept that you couldn't force it with that Magician in reverse, and that was like a huge lesson unfolding. A huge lesson that unfolded for Cancer is that, you know, something couldn't be forced. regardless of your personal power. Personal power doesn't have anything to do with forcing things to happen and making things happen in the 3D. That's not what personal power actually is. You know, personal power, wow, that Nine of Cups just flew out. The universe definitely wanted this on the board. That is a double confirmation, you guys. Double confirmation. And we got the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck now. So the universe is like, listen, I'm coming through. I'm coming through. We had the Magician in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse. You knew it. You had to surrender to it. The universe is coming through, okay? Fulfillment. Any other messages for Cancer? Yeah, worry wart. Yeah, it was a long journey. We have the Strength card at the bottom of the deck and it's in reverse, so I feel like you're tired, Cancer, but I can say that help is on the way. Knight of Wands in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and I will say moving forward, don't get in your own way. Because we have the Nine of Swords, which came out first. This panic, this worry can cause you to get in your own way, can cause you to get out of alignment, Knight of Wands in reverse, and start moving towards a direction that's not going to serve you and doesn't have anything to offer you. You're already in alignment now. Your guides are already coming through. You have to trust it. And that surrender message that we got before that some of you guys had to accept, some of you still have to accept that. It's not all in your hands, and that's not what power is about. That's not what power is about. So let's see what's going on in romance. You just have to, you know, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Because with that Strength card in reverse, that can easily turn into self-sabotage. Especially with that Nine of Swords, if you start feeling like it's nothing good is going to happen anyway, I'm just going to do whatever I want. And it's like, that's not even what you want, because that's really your shadow self having a temper tantrum and acting out. Therefore, you're ruining your carefully woven plans. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Oh Lord. Well, it's up to you what you want to do, but we do have secret feelings and past love here. So Cancer, someone from the past still wants you. Don't be surprised if they come back. Secret feelings, emotions locked tightly away. I feel like these emotions are finally coming out because Cancer, they can feel you energetically moving into a new space, especially once things start happening in the 3D where you're seeing these advancements and this good fortune. They're seeing you happy. They're seeing you, you know, reach fulfillment and reach heights that they just never thought you would reach. Doesn't surprise me. At the bottom of past love, it says a lover from your past. So yeah, someone is coming back and they're revealing these secret feelings. We have the Loyalty card. At the bottom of this card, it says dedication and love, and then I did just hear it was always you. It's completely up to you, Cancer, what you want to do here. I'll say make sure that this person reflects your new path, and make sure that this person is someone who makes sense in this space that you're moving into before you let them in. And if they're not there, they're just not there, you know. But someone is revealing their feelings that they had for you. And then we have the Stubborn card, which I feel like this applies to the next set of cards and this person. Stubborn, unchanging attitudes. Ooh, I just heard Scorpio. Okay. But regardless, this person, you know, may just be stubborn. Editing and clarity. Editing, cutting out what no longer fits. Clarity, realization, and love. This is what I was talking about before, where I was feeling that energy, Cancer, of what your love life is looking like moving forward. I feel like there's been a shift because of the amount of change that you have gone through. So if in the past you expected love to come through sooner, because you've changed, your timeline has shifted, and there's a better quality of partner you're going to have access to, you're going to be in alignment with. And you know that with the Hierophant clarity. You already know this. So if you're frustrated with the process, that's fine, but don't start to self-sabotage because you still know that it's coming. All of that work you've done, all of that foundation that you have built, you're the Hierophant now, you know? You're not someone who's inexperienced or naive. You know you deserve it too, Cancer. You know you deserve it. The best of the best. Okay. Let's get 2 from here. Here are the cards if you want to see them. The first one says, one day when you least expect it, you're going to crash into someone who is going to be soft and gentle with your heart. Oh my God. Oh, so sweet. And you're going to be so glad that you kept it open. You're going to be so glad that you chose to believe it and deserved more. That gave me chills. That gave me chills. Because I was literally just saying, you know you deserve it, you know you deserve it, you know you deserve it. Like trying to reiterate that and put it into yourself, your subconscious, so you didn't forget it, because that's an energy just emanating out of your spread. You know you deserve this, you know you deserve this. And to have this card come out and literally say that, jeez. And then the second one says, of course you will make mistakes, but the biggest one would be not to try. You have nothing to lose. This thing you have been thinking about for a long time, just go for it. Better an oops than a what if. We are here to support you. And that's what I got before with that spiritual team with the come together card. You have a very strong spiritual team that's definitely here supporting you, Cancer, through all of your decisions, through everything that you're going through, and they're on your side. Like, they're with you here. So if you know what you need to do is to make a move so that you can have what it is that you want, if you know that you've done everything to be in alignment with something, you know what you need to do. For some of you, it's going to come to you. You're in alignment. For some of you, you're going to have to make the first move. But don't miss out and ask yourself what if for the rest of your life because you didn't go for something because you wanted to be stubborn and felt like something had to come to you in order to be for you. You know you're intuitive, Cancer. If you see the opportunity, take it, you know? And that's what I have for you guys. Check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That is the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I love you, Cancer. Be careful what you wish for. Oh, check out my free radio show also in the description. And I will see you in the next one. Timestamps for every zodiac sign in the description. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Scorpio for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Scorpionic placement in your charts, you can apply this too. Before I get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show. It is also in the description below. I pull cards for every zodiac sign. We listen to music on there, and just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaway I do. Yeah, other than that, Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you guys this week. Let's get into it. Ooh, we have a timeline. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Ooh, a lot of building right now. You're a very powerful force right now, Scorpio, and you're going to feel like trying to force things because you know your power. I was just talking to Cancer about this. True power has nothing to do with the ability to force things to work. We'll get into it. We have wait for winter and you'll see what I mean. So first card here, wait for winter. During the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. So I honestly feel like your manifestation is going to come through winter, but I'm also sensing a little lesson, not a lesson, maybe an experience or an epiphany coming through before then that's going to put you in alignment with what you actually want, because we have manifestation that came through after this one. Inspiration, be prepared as you'll soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. So you're going to be inspired to manifest the correct thing. You're going to be inspired to let loose and to be authentic with what you want. And I feel like a little nugget, like a golden nugget I'm seeing and hearing is going to be delivered to you, and that's going to give you either more information as to how your actual manifestation is going to come through, or I don't know, there's information coming through. We'll leave it at that. Easiest way to describe it, because it's kind of complex here, Scorpio. Then we have manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you want to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1, that is called scripting, or you can, you know, just journal to the universe, you know, daily or periodically. But yeah, tapping into this energy, like we have wait for winter. So this is coming through in winter for a reason. Coming through a winter for a reason. So divine timing is at work here. Life energy, the happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. There's a nugget right there. And it's funny because this card is gold. Life energy, you guys are so powerful right now. I was feeling that in the very beginning of the spread. You have a lot of power right now, Scorpio, and you may just start wanting to, like a lightning bolt, just channel it on what it is that you want. But there's also this healing force kind of coming through right now for you guys as well. And there's going to be things revealed about your shadow and things revealed in the shadows that you cannot see. You may be manifesting from a place of hurt. You may be manifesting from a low vibrational emotion. If you're manifesting out of a place of jealousy, aka trying to manifest something because someone else has it instead of finding your special sauce and trying to manifest the best thing for you and your life and who you are, there's going to be a light shined on that. And then like this acceptance, this breakthrough, and then I see Scorpio moving forward. So last we have stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself very focused. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about the situation. I was just telling this to the Cancer because I got that card for Cancer too. I was literally staring at the moon the other day myself. Moon gazing, sun gazing, that's something that ancient cultures used to do in ancient Kemen and Egypt, and you know, Mayan cultures even, they used to sun gaze. Now they say you shouldn't sun gaze, and it's up to you. You know, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But it's, you know, if you feel comfortable stargazing, staring at the moon, it really does reveal intuitive messages and downloads to you, a bunch of golden nuggets. So I definitely recommend it, and it came up in the cards for you. But your intuition will flow more freely, and that's actually a form of meditation, because meditation is essentially slowing yourself down enough to get into those theta waves so that you can reveal what's in your subconscious and have a clear line for your guide, spirit guide, the divine, you know, whatever you believe in, to send you those intuitive messages. So stargazing is another method, especially if you aren't super into meditation, haven't gotten comfortable with it yet, have a hard time quieting your mind. Stargazing is another way that you can communicate with the divine and clear those passageways so you can get the messages you need. These didn't actually want to come out. If they come out again, then it's meant to be, but they kind of slipped out. So let's see. Messages for Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. Yeah, this isn't something done with force, it's something done with wisdom. We got the Queen of Wands here and the Knight of Swords. The Queen of Wands is like really that energy, like Michelle Obama type of energy. And I'm not talking about political beliefs. I'm talking about it takes a powerful woman. What is the saying? Behind every powerful man is a strong woman, or something like that. You guys know the saying. That's exactly what Queen of Wands energy is, and that's where you really want to be right now, Scorpio. Think of a knight. What does a knight do? A knight takes orders. We got the Knight of Swords here as well. So this is someone who is into the thick of it. This is someone who is battling. This is someone who is fighting for a cause. You don't need to do that. You really don't. You really don't. The universe is guiding you. And the Queen of Wands also knows when she needs to lead from a place of suggestion and intuition versus force. You know, the Queen of Wands can effortlessly surrender her power to the King of Wands to get what she low-key planted the seed for to get done. So that's the position that you're in, Scorpio, or that's the position that it's best for you to strive to be in. But to try to force things right now is just going to frustrate you. And I'm getting this image of like someone in water and they're fighting the water. You know, it's just going to tire you out. Ten of Wands, the Empress in reverse. This is not your burden. This is not your burden. And also I'm hearing it is done. It is done. It's already in motion. Divine timing, you know? And this doesn't mean wait for winter, like vegetable out, do nothing to level yourself up in the meantime. But this is just about not forcing things and surrendering the things that are out of your control or are out of your grasp, truly to the divine. Because it is already done. And, you know, you may even make a fool out of yourself with this Empress in reverse. This is an energy of giving away your power to someone who doesn't even know what the heck to do with it. We got the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Wands here. So there's definitely a, I won't say an issue, but there's definitely, I guess I'll say an issue just for lack of better words, of self-belief. With self-belief, you know, you're the Queen of Wands, but you're looking at yourself like you still have all of these things to learn. But don't look at your situation as a reflection of who you are. Because the work that you've done and the energy that you've invested and put in is going to pay off. It will pay off. You've already built the foundation. Now allow everything else to kind of, you know, grow from here. But it's kind of like you're looking at yourself as an older version of yourself. It's like, you know, Six of Wands in reverse. That's someone who doesn't feel very abundant. Someone who doesn't feel like they have very much power. You feel like you don't have power because you're trying to do the job of someone that like isn't you. Like that's not your job, you know? That's like, you know, you're working at a call center for a bank. You take calls, you help people with their accounts. That's like, you know, trying to do IT's job. Like you don't actually know the back systems and how to fix it. That's why you feel powerless. That's why you're feeling useless, because that's not your job. Let IT do theirs. Let the universe, your guides, let spirit do its job. You do yours. You know, like I said, it doesn't mean vegetable out and just, you know, stop trying, but stop trying to force. These are two different energies. Stop trying to force things. That's not your job. That is not your job. The universe never told you you had to do that. And now some of you are frustrated because you feel like the universe is denying you, and the universe is like, you took that on. I didn't tell you to do that. You took that on. Take responsibility and allow me to do my thing. There's going to be a golden nugget that'll be delivered to you, thank goodness, so it can give you some clarity, and I think that'll make it easier for you to release. Nothing else really wants to come from the tarot deck, so I'm going to move on to the romance cards. But as I stop shuffling here, we do have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is beautiful because that is fulfillment, that is love, that is harmony within, that is wholeness. And that's where we should honestly all strive to be. And I see that coming to you, Scorpio. But, you know, if you start trying to do everyone's job, you're going to start to get frustrated. You know how those people at work, they do everybody's job? You know that try hard at work? They do everybody's job and then they get frustrated and annoyed because no one's helping them. And it's like, you decided to take that on. I know my rule. I'm not gonna do what you're doing just because you're looking a mess. Now look at you, sweating and going on. Your bun is all messed up. Look at you. Look at you. You mad. Look at you. Anyways. Ego is at play here, Scorpio, and it's getting in your way because the ego is going to tell you that you're in control, you're God, you have to do everything. Too much to handle is what it says at the bottom of that card, which is hilarious because that's exactly what we were just talking about. Getting frustrated because you're doing, you know, too much, not letting things come together. And I understand it because I'm very much so still in the 3D. I'm still very much so a part of the collective. So I have to work through this energy as well. So I get it, because once you start to tap into your power, then you start to feel like nothing is going to get done unless you do it. But there's levels to this. That's true at a lower level. When you have to pull yourself out of the trenches, best case scenario, the universe really throws you a bone because you're going through it. But most of the time, yes, you absolutely have to pick yourself up. And then you go through the phase where you're, you know, having a hard time communicating with other people who aren't awakened because they just don't get it. They don't know what you've been through. It's hard for you to feel bad for other people because they haven't even put in that work. But then once you get to the next level, things shift. And it's not always linear. Sometimes things that applied at the lower level don't apply when you move forward. Then you get to a space where it's like, okay, you did your part. Now you have to trust the universe on this level, Scorpio, and that's where you are. All right, let's get into romance. Oh. Okay, just know that this is coming through. Let's see. Oh, okay. We have the blame game and messages. So someone may be trying to contact you. I'm also feeling a dualistic meaning to these cards. Someone may be trying to contact you. You also may be feeling like you want to contact someone else to put all the blame on them for something that you've been through or something that they've done to you. And they very well may have done something to you, but at the end of the day, you know, it's a part of your story. You'll know further down the line why it had to happen. Don't waste your energy. Don't even waste your energy. This just isn't the time. Honestly, this is the time to recharge and connect to wholeness, connect to yourself. You know, it's just pointless right now to give anyone your energy for any reason, whether or not they deserve it. Karma will come and it will happen. Set that ego down. But this may be someone reaching out to you as well, so you'll see how it applies moving forward. At the bottom of the blame game, it says it's your fault. At the bottom of messages, it says messages are exchanged. So there could be communication coming through. Regardless, we have hidden motivations and closure. So, ooh, Scorpio. You may be trying to manifest someone specific right now. You may be trying to manifest someone specific right now. And the golden nugget that's coming through is this hidden motivation. You're seeing that someone is just a master manipulator and they're just trying to control you and drain you of all your life force. And once you see that, you're getting closure. And it's funny how in the now, you may be trying to manifest this person. But once the universe reveals that golden nugget, baby, you're going to close the door on it because you're going to see it for what it is. We'll see. It may be a messy week for you, Scorpio. Hidden motivations, ulterior motives unseen. At the bottom of closure, it says accepting transitions. Let's pull from here. All right. Here are the two messages from this deck. We have, I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message here is to remind you that you really are more capable of doing it. Rise up and take that leap of faith. And then we have this one that says, live your life to its fullest potential. Let go of the need for approval from others. Live up to your own expectations and nobody else's. No more selling yourself short. Keep moving forward. You've got this. So that's the last message I have for you, Scorpio. I really feel like self-control is going to be just so important this week, and not allowing your mind to just spiral and spiral and spiral and send you someplace you have no business in. You have a lot of power, Scorpio, but take this time to recharge, take this time to heal, and allow yourself to open up to what the universe is trying to show you. It's like an image I'm getting of like these dark, and it's not even a cloud, but it's just like dark smoke, and it's like you're running and running and running trying to get out of it, and you're about to. You really are about to. But there's all these different things, you know, pulling you in different directions, and you don't know what to do. These things will easily get you off track, Scorpio. But it is truly your job right now to stay strong, stargaze, continue to open yourself up, and strengthen that connection with the universe, and allow the cycles to close that need to be closed. Also, not taking on extra responsibilities. Remember, if anything, that's not your job, okay? You don't need that weight, you don't need that stress. The universe has got it. So that's what I have for you. Check me out on Etsy in the description below. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show in the description below. And that was your message this week, Scorpio. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one. Timestamps for every zodiac sign in the description. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Pisces for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Pisces placement in your chart, you can apply this to. Okay, before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like a private tarot reading for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show. It is in the description below. Just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaway that I do, and I pull cards on there. We listen to music. It is a vibe, Pisces. Other than that, let's see what the vibe is for you guys this week. Messages for Pisces. What are the messages for Pisces during this time? What does Pisces need to know? Ooh, okay. Alrighty. Oh, wow. Okay, there's been some healing. I honestly feel like you Pisces are in a really good space right now. And I'm not saying that, oh, everything is perfect, everything is in alignment, but the clouds really are finally clearing, and things are getting back to normal. Things are getting airy, light again, bright again. They're feeling good again. We have the hope card. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Yeah, I would definitely listen to some high vibrational music. Listen to like happy frequencies. I don't know what exactly the frequencies would be, but you can, you know, listen to them on YouTube. I always say listen to them while you're sleeping because that's literally 0% effort. I mean, besides clicking the video before you doze off. But you can listen to, you know, high vibration music with rain sounds as you sleep, whatever, with white noise, whatever. There is a video for everything. And I especially like the account Meditative Mind for this. Also, Dauchsy Meditations, D-A-U-C-H-S-Y Meditations. There are so many good, it's those subconscious kind of meditations where they speak positive affirmations while you sleep. I freaking love that account, and they have the best that really works. So anyways, that'll definitely help you. But I see things getting brighter for you, and I see some inner child healing, and I get this image of your inner child coming out again to play, and it's like, oh, it can be very emotional, but I'm so happy for you, Pisces. I'm so happy for you that you're actually healing that inner child and allowing it to come out again, because you know that it's safe, because it has the adult version of you to protect it. Like, it's so beautiful, you know. I'm so proud of you. It's very hard to heal the inner child, or it can be. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make and embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but safe. So don't go crazy, don't go stupid, go crazy, but I do see your inner child coming out, and it's making you more playful. It's putting you in a very playful energy. So people may be like, Pisces, what's gotten into you? Like, or people may be looking at you kind of funny, like this isn't your usual vibe. I'll say, you know how kids don't have a filter? It's because kids, they still got that prima on them, okay? That connection to source. When they're freshly incarnated here, they don't have those filters and boundaries, so they can see you for what you truly are, and they're gonna tell you like what they truly think. If you're getting bad vibes from someone, trust it. If you're getting a confinement vibe from someone, reject that. You don't need to put your inner child in a box again. Your inner child has been locked away from long enough, and there's been so much work you've done to be comfortable enough to let your truest version of yourself re-emerge. So don't allow anyone to box you in anymore, because again, you are now your protector now that you've grown. Protect that. You know what to do. You know what to do. We have wisdom. Have you ever been told that you are wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy of wisdom to help you with a challenge. So that may be the challenge, or that may be something else. We'll see with the tarot, but trust your inner wisdom. You know what to do now, this time around, not to end up, back in a situation you've already been in. Motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there is something that you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and get to it. This is interesting because you know what? It's giving me the vibe of like, you know how like some stores will play Christmas music in July, or there's this like Christmas in July theme that some people people start getting the Christmas itch again like halfway through the year. For whatever reason, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that energy with this motivation card, where it's not telling you to actually wait till spring. I'm getting the message with this is telling you to spring into action now. Clean up your house, do those renovations, whatever you're wanting to do it now before fall, before winter is coming back around. Do it now, and then we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to jump to conclusions and speak over all Pisces, because what you're manifesting or what you're wanting is going to come through at different times. But I was kind of feeling like saying in spring, XYZ will be here because you've made that space for it. But do the groundwork now, Pisces. Don't wait. So anyways, we have abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks that you have. In fairyland and human land, there's enough abundance for everyone, which is beautiful and so absolutely true. People be fighting over breadcrumbs, where it's like, just go get a new loaf of bread and you can have that all yourself. You don't need to fight for someone else's abundance. Trust and believe. There's enough to make the world go around. There's enough for literally everyone. But yeah, Pisces, abundance is coming through, and I really feel like it's because you have that special, that prima on you. I'm telling you, it's because you have that special sauce on you from that inner child revealing itself. Your mind is also opening subconsciously. And subconsciously, even though it's not, at the forefront of your mind, you're still opening yourself up to like more possibilities, more ways the universe can bless you. And it's just like, it's such great energy. I don't know what else to say besides, I'm so proud. Because I just know it takes so much, it takes so much. That inner child work is no joke. So let's see what the tarot has to say for Pisces. Messages for Pisces. What are the messages that Pisces needs to hear? What's going on for Pisces? Oh my goodness. All the water signs are connected today because you guys are getting mirrored messages. Scorpio had the same message that kind of came through, but with different cards. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Abundance coming through that you didn't have to make happen. At the end of the day, you've done your inner child work, but you're still a child. So there is a higher force or a higher power that is responsible for bringing like what you need through to you. And that's what's happening here. Ace of Swords in reverse, all you had to do is realize that you're the Queen of Pentacles, that you're naturally abundant, that you're already abundant, that you're, you know, bring yourself back to wholeness, work on that self-value. You didn't actually have to move the mountains to make this abundance come through, Pisces. And there's such, like, everyone wants to know, like, what's the most powerful being that you can work with to make something happen? Or, you know, I'm more powerful, my lineage is more powerful. Dude, we all come from the same source. Just shut up. I really wish some people would just shut up sometimes, because it's like, oh my God, you're so far from the point and the truth that you look stupid. But I digress. It's not about power. And I feel like if anyone knows this, you guys know this, to be honest. Like, you got Rihanna, you don't need it. I'm not even gonna get into it. Let's not. You got Rihanna, you got Erykah Badu. Like, you got these queens that just naturally know their power and their ability. Okay? You don't need no man. These men fawn over you. All you had to do is realize that you were the Queen of Pentacles. That's it. And healing that inner child was a part of it. So let's see what else is good for Pisces. Yeah, I love this. Oh my God, you have such mental stamina right now. You have such control over your emotions, such control over this devil energy. I feel like you fully integrated your shadow, and that's why it can't control you as well. Because even though the Emperor is seems to be very, it seems like the Emperor doesn't care. At the end of the day, the Emperor has earned its spot and makes the decisions and is very secure in their mind. And I feel like because you have transmuted and integrated your shadow self is the reason why it doesn't control you. We have the Eight of Cups. That could be walking away from a romantic situation that taught you the lessons that you need to know, or walking away from a life that you once felt comfortable or adored even, for better. There's been things like that that I've had to do as well, just like as a personal example. Yeah, there's been things that I've had to walk away from, that I let people that I would, okay, so I was in a romantic relationship. I let someone into something that I was a part of, like an organization. And once we broke up, even though I got them where they were letting in like their new partner, and it was just messy. And it's like, when you know you're the source, you can let go of things, even things that brought you joy. Because it's like, you know what? Because I have this special sauce, I can find another thing that's going to interest me. I can find another thing that's going to make me happy. I can find another thing that, you know, will bring me happiness and joy and abundance. So that's a very mature point of view you have, Pisces, with this Eight of Cups here. You know what you need to do, and you know that because you're the Emperor, there are millions of other things that you can do. It may be bittersweet, but you know that this isn't actually limiting. We got the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the, or sorry, the bottom of the deck is something else. We got the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse. Oh, this is just beautiful. Nine of Wands, because you have that personal fulfillment, that self-fulfillment. Ten of Wands in reverse, you don't have to carry the burden on you. I was really about to ignore the bottom of the deck. We have the Death card in reverse, but the universe obviously, Spirit obviously wanted you guys to know about it, because I literally tripped up and said the bottom of the So here it is. We have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. I feel like I would rather personally ignore it, but that's my own energy that I have to transmute. Coming from a neutral perspective, as tarot readers should, this is the truth of the situation. Someone may try to come back. Or these old habits, this old timeline may be on your neck, Pisces. I would love to see you completely ignore this energy and just move forward. But the fact of the matter is, it may still come back. So be aware of that. Death card in reverse. Someone doesn't feel like it's over with you. So it's better to know that than not to. So let's see what's going on in love. Beautiful, you guys. We got the high standards card, okay? You have leveled up and now you have higher expectations and standards for the people that come into your life. You're not gonna come through and give Pisces the okie doke. You're just not. And this is the thing, like, because you're the Emperor, that's so crazy that you guys are coming through as the Emperor, by the way. And the Queen of Pentacles, but we have high standards and distrust. It's a very realistic point of view. What can I say about that? It's not that you're paranoid, it's just that you're not, you're looking at things for exactly what they are. You know, if someone shows you that they cannot be trusted, you're believing them. You know, you're not giving everyone the benefit of the doubt. You're not taking on the teacher role moving forward. You're not, you know, always feeling like you're the only one who can heal someone or you're responsible to do X, Y, Z. You're allowing people to be left to their own devices. High standards, holding yourself to, or sorry, it says holding yourself in high regard. You know your value, and you can't just, you know, fool around with anyone. So you're not super trusting of everyone that comes through and feeling like, oh, it's the best thing to do to help them and hold them. And no, you're not taking their, you know, you're not doing it. And it's in the most healthy way. And I was feeling that earlier. I feel like I said it. I don't know if I actually said it out loud, but I was thinking that earlier, where people may feel like, Pisces, you're being like you're not being nice, or you're not being giving, or you're being selfish. That's what I want to use. People may feel like you're being selfish, and, you know, if someone wants to refuse to understand you, that's one thing. But also, Pisces, and I think you guys know this because you're in such a high headspace right now, if someone hasn't learned that lesson, or if they're not on your level, they're just not going to understand it, period. They don't have the capability to understand the decisions that you're making. So instead of trying to convince people that you're not being selfish, listen, you said what you said, move forward regardless. It is what it is. It just really is. Oh, Pisces, we have competition and deep level. Okay, someone is in high demand. This is definitely you. Deep level, deep love-based connection. So these are the connections that you're calling into you, Pisces, with all this growth that you've done. Now we also have past life and triangle, more energy that if it was up to me I would just put back in the deck, which is why I don't read tarot for myself, because I'd be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not entertaining it. But the universe wants you to know true tea, okay? Past life, a past life love connection triangle. Other people are involved. Listen, someone may be trying to come back from the past. This could be a past life connection, but I still feel like you've known them in this life. Other people are involved. It's just too much for me. It's too much for me. It's up to you, but I wouldn't want anything to do with that, you know? A triangle, I'm not going to fight for your love. And that's the thing, Pisces, you know yourself. And it's funny because Pisces, I often visualize Pisces as a cat, even though you guys are the fish, because you're truly, like, you truly have that cat mentality. You know how, like, some people say, like, if they don't like cats, don't trust them, because cats have strong boundaries. Cats aren't like dogs. They're not just going to cuddle you, you know, just to be kicked later. They're not going to trust you first. Cats are going to feel your vibe intuitively and then move accordingly. Or you have to earn their trust. Cats like to observe you before they come up to you and give you a snuggle. And that's the position that you're in. Like, you know your value. You can't just go around trusting everyone. And it's not a bad thing. One day when you least expect it, you're going to crash into someone who is going to be so soft and gentle with your heart. And you're going to be so glad that you kept it open. You're going to be so glad that you chose to believe it. You deserved more. Absolutely. Absolutely, 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 absolutely. Perfect way to end this spread, because I was just talking about that. Like, you know what you deserve, you know? People have to prove to you. Which is why may the best man or woman win. May the best person win with competition. You want a deep level connection. You have high standards. You're not just trusting any old body. You're allowing people to show to you who they truly are, and you're believing them when you see exactly who they are. So may the best win, Pisces. I'm super happy for you guys. You guys have a wonderful spread. Check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Check out my free radio show also in the description. I love you, Pisces. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one. Timestamps for every zodiac sign in the description. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into Leo for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Leo placement in your charts, you can apply this too. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show in the description. I pull cards on there. We listen to music. It's a vibe. Just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaway I do. And other than that, Leo, the cards are flipping for you already. Let's see what's going through. Coming through, rather. Messages for Leo. Okay, I'm not going to take that one. Perfect. All right, let's get right into it. We have journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready, Leo. We literally have the precious time card and manifestation. So there is definitely something coming through for you. Do not be afraid. We got the protection message here as well. But something is definitely coming through. You're about to go through a transition or a journey. I'm also hearing don't get too comfortable. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. So Leo, if you know that you're going to a place that someone that you may currently be involved with cannot reach, let them go now. Don't waste their time. Don't make them feel like they, have anything that's going to be of value or anything that they can offer you moving forward. If you know that you're moving out of a space that they could not reach, moving into a space that they could not reach on their own, cut them loose. Don't waste your time. Don't waste theirs. And also, it's going to drag down your energy, Leo. I had a person in the past that I would call up whenever I was lonely, whenever I was bored, but I realized, why is it that I can only stand to talk to this person when I'm at my lowest, when I'm in a low vibration? Why is that the only time that we're in alignment that we can connect? That is something to pay attention to, Leo. When you're lonely, don't reach out to that person. They're literally just going to drag down your energy. There's an energetic exchange just by talking to someone, let alone being intimate with someone. If this is like a F-buddy situation or whatever, just cut it loose. You're about to take off, You're about to take off. We got manifestation. This one says, be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest into your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1, that is called scripting. Definitely script down what it is that you would like to manifest into your life. And then let's see what actually manifests and what actually comes towards you. Let's see what you're in alignment with. That'll be something great for you to do so that you can look back on this time and say, okay, when I wanted XYZ in the past, was I actually able to get it? Or what happened when I wanted this thing? Like, just to kind of help you moving forward, like with polishing up your manifestation technique. But also I'm seeing things that you had manifested, like a year ago for some of you. It's been a long time coming. They're coming through. You're about to take off on a journey. Don't waste nobody's time. Don't waste yours either. And also we have protection. So don't be afraid, Leo. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking on any spiritual work. Always important, of course. And also know that you are protected. I'm hearing big fish. You are a small fish in a pond full of big fish in the space that you're moving into. Meaning, you're going to be given an opportunity, Leo, that you may not have like the qualifications for it. You don't necessarily know how to move, like, you know, in this situation. Like I said, you're the smallest fish in this new pond. You've just, you know, kind of reached the opening where you're out of the stream and you're opening up into like the big body of water. Don't be afraid. Don't be self-deprecating. Don't say things about yourself, you know, you're here. Don't make people question why you're here. You know, you're here. Claim it. And that has nothing to be, you know, do with being boisterous, but some of you, there's a little bit of like, you know, self-sabotaging tendency. I don't feel it super heavy, but that's definitely a message coming through. You're protected by the universe. So even if you feel underqualified, or even if you feel, you know, awkward in this new space, or like you don't deserve to be here, the universe put you here, so you obviously do. Period. Inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. So for some of you, say for an example, you've always wanted to be an actor or an entertainer to some degree. You're going to come across an opportunity. Apply. It's going to catapult you into the journey that you've already worked to put yourself in alignment for, which is why it's working now. So don't doubt it, because this last however long has been spent putting yourself in alignment. So don't doubt that you deserve this. All right, let's get into the tarot. That was a horrible shuffle. What are the messages for Leo? What does Leo need to know? Yeah. And that's probably why I was called to give you guys that example of the person that I could only talk to when I was in a low vibration, where I wasn't feeling myself. I would call them for a little boost, but child, would not have this person in the spaces that I want to be if it were just, no, absolutely not. I know they don't fit in to the life that I want, but the life I used to have, yeah, they were in it. Allow the transformations to fully happen, because we have the Four of Wands in reverse, Leo. If the universe is pulling you from an old romantic partner or an old soulmate, know that they have served their purpose, but do not carry that person with you forward. It's going to be like trying to swim with sandbags on your ankles. You can't win a race that way. Like, not to laugh, but it's just so funny. Like, look at their face. They are the Page of Pentacles. Like, they don't have anything to offer you. Like, please move. Like, I got this one little thing. I have this one thing about me that makes me abundant. I'm not the King of Pentacles with a whole pile of riches, but I got this one really endearing quality about me. Won't you please take that, Leo? No. They may be able to D you down. They may be able to offer you emotional support. They have like that one thing that keeps you. It could just be the history, the past, not even something that they have, something that like is really like, it's not even you, it's like something else that you just so happen to benefit from. You know, they have that one thing that like keeps you there, but they don't have all of the qualities that you know you want in a partner. Page of Cups in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse. You need to start pulling yourself back from pursuits and paths that don't serve you, and that doesn't just have to do with romance. You know, stop investing so much time stressing yourself out trying to be the perfect, you know, employee so that you can be promoted to assistant manager. They've already shown you their hand. They've already shown you either you do your job too well, so they're not going to promote you. They're just going to breadcrumb you until you have enough or quit, or you already see what it is. You know, you see who people are. You can see that they, you know, they don't really care about you. Now I'm hearing the Michael Jackson song, all I know is they don't really care about us. Like, so true. That is so crazy how he was so like soft in his speaking, but such an advocate. You know what I mean? There's different forms of power, Leo. And you have to tap into your inner wisdom to reach your true power. Regardless of how things appear, as long as you know what it is, you'll be okay. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. Ooh, there's just so much going on simultaneously. We have the Three of Swords. So there's definitely a heartbreak, a separation, or boundaries you're putting up here. And then we have the Strength card. So there is an energy of Pisces moving forward. Or sorry, Pisces, Leo. There is an energy of Leo moving forward. That may have been a message with someone if you were dealing with a Pisces and you just needed that extra piece of confirmation. That may have been a message for you, or just a slip, whatever. But yeah, Three of Swords and the Strength card, it's not easy. Five of Swords in reverse though. I'm so glad that this is here. Because this lets me know you're going to do the right thing. You're not going to self-sabotage. And I was confused before about the Chariot in reverse with the Ace of Wands. It's a very conflicting energy. But the Chariot in reverse is acknowledging that you may be at a standstill or you may be being held back. And the Ace of Swords is powering through it. It's like really tapping into the inner strength that you have and powering through it. It's going to be difficult. And you know, there's nothing here to indicate that this is going to be super easy. But that Ace of Wands is determination. Ace of Wands is knowing your self-worth, your self-value, knowing what you deserve and going for it, moving forward so that you can get that. Nine of Pentacles. This is where you are, which is absolutely beautiful because we have the World card right next to it. Now look at all of those pentacles that you have, Leo, compared to that one that Joker has to offer you. That one good thing that makes them someone worth a damn. But they're not going to be, you know, you guys get it. I'm not even going to keep going in on them. But we have the Nine of Pentacles. You're so abundant, so much more abundant. You know, don't water yourself down. That's another sign. Don't water yourself down to deal with certain people. That's a red flag. And we have the World card here. So you're not at the Ten of Pentacles, but we're at that gate. We're at that 1111 portal where there's a lot of potential for you moving forward. I'll take it. So we had waiting and then ego, which I'm going to take. Waiting, at the bottom of that one, it says time spent and expectation. At the bottom of ego, it says too much to handle. So I still feel like I feel like everything is to protect your energy because ultimately you want to be in that position where you're ready to go. I get this image of like a butterfly flapping its wings, and it's like, you know how when a butterfly lands, it'll flap its wings to warm them up before it takes off. That's the energy that I get that you guys should be in. So if someone comes in your direction, hey Leo, you know I got this one pentacle to offer you, what's up? You need to bow, get out of here, elbow to the chin. Because they're not going to play in your face like that. Oh, we have a card that, can you see? A card that was flipped over that I didn't see before. But it's the new love card. So anyone getting in your way, for those of you who have someone in your way, and it couldn't be in your own mind, you can be the one, you know, going out of your way to keep this person involved in your story. You have to, you know, shoo that fly. Shoo fly, don't bother me. You have to shoo that thought away from you. You're going to have to tap into that Ace of Wands so that you can get the Chariot moving again. You know, so that you can warm up the car, so that you can take off on your journey. And new love is on it. A brand new love connection is what it says at the bottom of that card. Okay, T, let's talk about it. We have manipulator and date time. So I feel like once you guys are back in the saddle, I feel like once you guys, oh, there's another card that flipped. We have clarity. Any other ones? No. Once you guys are back in the saddle, once you guys are dating again, it'll be a lot easier for you to move forward, because you'll be able to compare and contrast, like, wow, this person, and I've had that happen too, where it's like, this person is a million times better than that other person that I was talking to. There's no way I can go back to it. It'll be a lot easier, but you have to, you know, you have to be in control, or you have to lead that first initial push, that Ace of Wands moment that gets you separated from those low vibrational things, people. Manipulator, a need for control. Listen, you may want to always be in control. You know, you may not be surrendering to the journey. I want love now, so I'm going to get love now, period. You're manipulating yourself because you're keeping yourself somewhere that you do not want to be. You're keeping yourself away from abundance. The universe didn't do that. The universe didn't call that person. You did. Or someone could be manipulating you. Allow those cords to be cut. You may want to do a cord cutting ritual. And then we have date time. Someone asks for a date. So like I said, once you're back in the swing of things, it's going to get easier for you, Leo. But we have clarity, realization in love. Beautiful. Yeah, and you guys know it. You know what you deserve, and moving forward, it's just going to get easier and easier, honestly. It really will. Easier and easier for you to do what you need to do to commit to the love that you deserve. Any more messages for Leo? I keep wanting to say Pisces, the weirdest thing. Someone has a Pisces connection. Any other messages for Leo? Beautiful. Ooh, I'm so excited for you guys. There's those two. I want to read this one first. Your time is coming. Everything is coming together for you, but you must meet the universe halfway. Hold only a bright and happy vision of yourself with successful outcomes, and don't allow your fears and insecurities to stand in your way. I'll never get love, so I'm going to deal with this yahoo who doesn't even make me happy in the present. Don't hold on to those self-limiting beliefs, because they always land you where you don't want to be, Leo. You're better than that, and better is coming. Your journey, or it says, in your journey, there will be times where you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. These are the times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You're transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing, and those unneeded people and connections. I love you, Leo. Things are really looking up for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy that you're getting to experience a higher quality of life and just what you deserve. So that's what I have for you. Check me out on Etsy in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. That's the only way you can get one from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show. Just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaway I do. And yeah, Leo, that was your message this week. I love you. Be careful what you wish for. And I will see you in the next one. Timestamps for every zodiac sign in the description. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazzu's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Sagittarius for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Sag placement in your charts, you can apply this to. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show. It is in the description. Just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaways I do. I pull cards over there. We listen to music. It's a vibe. There's a live chat, and yeah, Sag, other than that, let's see what's going on with you this week. Oh, okay, so immediately I get this energy. That is hilarious. The Temptation card just came out, and it's so funny because just with these three cards that came out, I was getting this message where it's like, Sag, you're kind of tempted to do something, or something's trying to pull you back into like an older version of yourself. For a split moment, you may overreact or make the wrong decision, and then you kind of come back to. So I was getting that Temptation energy super heavy before even getting that card. Oh got a lot that came out for you. Okay, we're gonna have to blow through these. So first of all, we have the music card. So the universe is trying to get a hold of you, Sag. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music that you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So tapping into that card, that's definitely a message of the universe trying to communicate to you. Pay special attention if you hear something in a music video and it's, or a music like a song, and it sticks out to you. Pay attention to that. It's not just coincidence. Also, charm fairies to your door. If you look up the history of like fairies and what they actually are, they're not like super loving, light, and sweet, to be honest. So that's just giving me a message of be mindful of like the podcast, the music, whatever you listen to, the TV that you watch. Be mindful, because it can call certain energies towards you this week. And we have the light card here as well. Light is a very, very, very high vibration. So with you being so magnetic, that can be a little dangerous, a little dicey. But we have light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So yeah, the universe is saying, listen, light can overtake whatever it is that you're dealing with. Taking the higher road can also bring you more abundance than getting with someone. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean getting with someone like intimately, but that's kind of a saying, like, you know, going head to head with someone. Wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy of wisdom to help you with a challenge. Tap into your inner wisdom, tap into your inner light this week. That's going to be very important. And also be mindful of what you're calling to you. You know, don't be an added factor in, and it's hard, especially if you like to work out, because typically like the songs that at least I get pumped to are like all rap songs. So it can be hard to find good music that you can listen to that still has an upbeat tempo so that you can push through. But yeah, just be mindful. Temptation. You know, you don't want to add to what's already here. There's already temptation coming towards you, knocking at your door. Could be a test from the universe. Don't add to it. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever the guise. So, ooh, Sag, okay. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. There may be something that you are engaging in that you know is no good for you. We have the Find Balance card. There's got to be a better way that you can channel that energy. There's got to be something better you can do other than falling to whatever this temptation is, and you know what it is. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you'll have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. So instead of sleeping in, if you really feel tired during the day, just force yourself to get up. Like me this morning, literally, I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I went back to sleep, and then I didn't wake up till like 11:55. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. I have this saying that I say when I run, use your feet to drive you forward. It's basically just like a saying like, don't think with your head, I want to get off this treadmill, I want to stop working out, I want to go home, I want to eat a bagel, I'm over it. Use your feet to just keep going, you know, just keep going, Sag, but find balance. We have inspiration. There's a lot of positive energy coming towards you as well. And the thing is that positive energy is attracting a lot of questionable energy. Inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn. She can call it any time. So some inspiration coming through. And flourish. Now capitalize on this inspiration. Once you feel inspired, once you're in good spirits, use that energy to your advantage. Sag, we have flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. Does that person actually have potential? Let me rephrase that. Is that person actually moving forward, or do they just have potential? Because especially if you like someone, you're going to see the potential in everyone. Literally all of us, every single person on this planet has potential to do something bigger than what they're even doing now. Everyone has potential. But do you see this person actively moving forward? Do you see them actively having something to offer you? Because the thing is, we have light, we have flourish, and we have inspiration. So not only are you flourishing or moving into a space where you're flourishing, you're also getting new ideas. The universe is sending you new things that you're going to be doing moving forward. New downloads that are going to be able to provide for you long-term wealth and opportunity, new connections. But it's very important to address, like, are the people around me equally yoked? You know, are they actually moving forward, or are they kind of just eating off me and idealizing, actually, sorry. I'm gonna take those back. Like, you know, there's a difference. Have you ever talked to one of those people who, like, had all this information about starting your own business, but they weren't an entrepreneur? Have you ever talked to someone who had all this information about, you know, spirituality, but definitely didn't live that life? They weren't actually about that life. They weren't, you know, spiritual. They just had all of this information, but didn't actually, like, live it. Don't cleanse their energy. Don't act like a being of any sort of, you know, high vibration. There's people out here who will convince you that they have something to offer you when they don't. Or they just don't practice what they preach. And I'm feeling that energy around you, Sag, where there's someone who, they're trying to convince you that they have all of these things to offer you, or they're trying to convince you that they're this type of person when really they're not. Oh, that's so funny, because the Empress card wanted to come out earlier and I almost took it, but I left it because it didn't come all the way out, and it came out here. With this Empress card and the Eight of Cups, Sag, you're walking away from someone or a phase in your life with certain kind of people. You have to allow those cords to be cut so that you can realize and materialize your true empresshood. To be the highest version of yourself, you're gonna have to walk away from that old version of yourself. And we have the Devil card and the Three of Swords here. So it's not actually devil energy that's keeping you held back. It may be your own shadow out of control, or the heartbreak that you have associated with a situation. Because I know a lot of people who have stayed in situations like romantic relationships. I know a lot of people who stayed in romantic relationships because that person did them so bad. And they wanted to, you know, change the story. And the only way to remember that a different way, at least they thought, was to create a new experience. So they stayed with them longer so they can kind of shift the narrative and they can leave at the perfect time, then causing more heartbreak. But that's more the energy that I see here, Sag. With this Three of Swords and the Devil card in reverse, it's not actually like a test from the universe or devil energy keeping you where you are. It's your own feeling about the phase of your life that you're leaving, feeling like there's things left unsaid, things left undone, or someone did you wrong, you want to get back with them. That's just creating more karma. That's creating more of a storyline. Don't allow this person or these people, this phase in your life, to create more karma, to take up more space in your timeline. You got to break the habit. Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. Ooh, this is definitely an energy of learning. And the universe has been trying to help you out, but you may be keeping relationships together. Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck, fighting for the wrong things, keeping using your intuition to your disadvantage, keeping relationships together that are not meant to be together. You know, Two of Pentacles, you may still be hanging out with people of a low vibration, but during the week striving for success and greatness, well, that leaves you exactly where you are, which is why you feel stuck. You know, you got to cut the cord, Sag. There's someone here, it could even be a friend that you just don't resonate with anymore. Allow them to fade to black. Exactly. I was feeling that. We have karmic. Intense lessons in love. There's a karmic situation you may be hanging on to. Karmic situations, we're pulling from the romance deck now, but karmic situations aren't limited to romance. Karmic situations can come through in the form of, you know, friends, jobs. Usually karmics come through love, because what better way to get someone to learn a lesson than to attach a hottie to it that whispers sweet nothings into their ear. That's how the universe gets us. We have worry and preparing. Two conflicting energies. You're going to have to pick a side, Sag. At the end of the day, you're going to have to pick a side. You really are. Because you're preparing for the future, but you're still worried that it won't work out. There's two conflicting energies here. And two conflicting, even from the beginning of the spread, I'm like, I see all this light, but I also see all this temptation and self-sabotaging behavior. You got to pick a side. Which road are you going down? You know, we're at a fork in the road. Worry, focusing on troubles, preparing, doing inner work. You know, it's practice what you preach. Use the tools that you have gathered on your road to this higher path. And, you know, you gotta decide where you're going to be and who you're going to be and what you're going to do from here. We have date, time, and ending. So I think that's a great idea, to be honest. Ending, the end of a road. Daytime, someone asks for a date. Surprisingly, I do get a new energy off of that. So the new offers are going to come through, but they are still a little bit down the line here. Daytime, someone asks for a date. That can be someone from the past that you're already having a hard time letting go of. And then ending, the end of the road, you know, that can be the thing that kind of pulls you back into that cycle, back into that energy. That's clearly hard to let go of. We have eggshells and self-focus. That is a red flag, eggshells. And it's going to be difficult. It's going to feel uncomfortable. Even when you make the decision, a lot of people don't understand this. Like, you can choose to walk away from something and still feel pain. Even though you're the person with the upper hand at that point, you walked away. It can still be painful. Defensive attitudes is what it says at the bottom of eggshells. What I was going to say is a red flag is if you feel like you have to walk on eggshells to even talk to someone or communicate, be around them. You know, that's something not to ignore. Self-focus, focusing on self. That's going to serve you a whole lot more, Sag. What are the other messages for Sagittarius? Messages for Sagittarius. Any other messages for Sagittarius? Any other messages? All right, that's the only one that wanted to come out for you. So this is the message that came out for you. It says, the journey wasn't always the smoothest or most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. Your patience, strength, and perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over. Hold on. Through this entire reading, which I haven't had this problem all day, I was kind of tripping over my words. So some of you may have a throat chakra block as well, where it's hard for you to communicate to someone how you're really feeling and what you really feel about the situation. It's like, you know, standing up to your bully almost here. It's like an energy of really having a hard time saying what you truly feel. And it could be because you're not ready for that ending. You know, it could be because you're not ready for things to end, because then that would mean what? You're alone? Alone but not lonely, Sagittarius. Alone but not lonely, because this isn't it. This is something that's karmic. This is something that, you know, isn't serving you. And I feel like someone pulls you in with that daytime. I was feeling that, like I said, dualistically, new people coming in. But I also feel like someone wants to do the most for you once you're actually seeming like you're going to walk away. Moving forward here, like the card said, your patience, strength, and perseverance are going to be rewarded. But I do feel like communication is important for some of you. And for those of you who can't communicate, ghost. Talk later. At the end of the day, sometimes you have to do it. And if this person is manipulative, or if your shadow self is out of control, you have to do what's best for you. Sure, ghosting isn't the best thing to do. Duh. We all know that. Ghosting is not the thing you should always do. But in this situation, just to get away from it, Sagittarius, you really do have to do what you have to do. And your best interest is my focus. So That's what I have for you guys. Check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show. It is in the description below. And that is what I have for you. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one. Timestamps for every zodiac sign in the description. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping in the sign of Aries for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Aries placement in your charts, you can apply this too. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my radio show. It is free. It is in the description. I pull cards for every zodiac sign. We listen to music over there, and just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaway I do. And other than that, we're just gonna get into your tea, Aries. See what's going on with you guys during this time. What are the messages for Aries? Messages for Aries. I just heard proceed. Okay. You just got the confirmation to move forward with something with that. All right, let's start here. The last card that came out for you was inspiration. So you got an idea, Aries, or you got a download, a psychic insight, you got a feeling, a hunch towards something. And I heard proceed. So let's start here. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration come dusk or dawn. She can call at any time. So that is clearly a message from the universe saying this is coming in. So if you haven't received it yet, just know that it is coming in. Now we have moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So you're feeling very intense about this decision. And the decision is whether or not you're going to go for this thing. Go for it. Put your hat in the ring. Shoot your shot. Apply for the promotion. Send the DM. You know, reach out. Make amends. Whatever it is for you, Aries. Whatever is at the forefront. We have find balance. See, the finding balance is the most important thing, because once you go for the opportunity, you don't want to feel less than. You want to feel confident like you deserve it. And in order to feel confident like you deserve it is to know that you deserve it. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you'll have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. Protection. So you're good. The way is clear, Aries. Ooh, I'm excited to get into the tarot. I want to know what this is about. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. A lot of people, they're so focused on working with the most powerful deity, or, you know, the most powerful energy. The most powerful energy, I highly doubt as humans we even have access to, first of all. But second of all, it can be very dangerous. And a lot of times, you know, people will go to work with these deities or these entities, these energies, and they'll get G-checked. The G-checked by an energy. Doesn't even have to be an entity. You don't have to put a name to it. You go up to, you say, you know, you start to do some magic or whatever, and you say, I want to work with this energy, this entity, you know, this spirit. And that spirit turns around and says, and who are you to ask me for help? Okay. Or you go to, you summon a certain energy so you can be powerful, and that energy G-checks you like you're not even worthy of trying to tap into me. You don't even have a fraction of what you need in terms of knowledge, understanding, and guts once you really get to work in. So just be careful and mindful. Someone needed that little spiel because it was so random how that came through. But lastly, we have ask for help. So I definitely advise, you know, reaching out to your spirit guides, the angels, you know, spirit, God, the divine, whatever you believe in, like that. Definitely advise going that route. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time to ask for angelic assistance. I did a reading for someone the other day, and Archangel Michael came through and laughed at the person I was doing a reading for. I was like, man, jeez. And that person was low-key offended. But, you know, not all angels are love and light, but that's not even the point. So many side conversations within this reading here. I really feel like you have different energies and entities around you right now that either don't have your best interest, Aries, so you may want to practice your spiritual protection and cleanse your space. This could be left over from a spell or ritual that you've done in the past, or if you recently, you know, went through a bout of like sadness or something like that, that's when you channel those low vibrational entities, you know, to you, and you haven't saged your house or sprayed some Florida water or done any spiritual protection. You know, they can just be kind of sitting there waiting for you to, I don't know, be vulnerable again so that they can do whatever they please or influence your path, make you do their bidding. I would only work with, you know, your spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, your guides, and, you know, God right now. That's what I would do, Aries, because there's definitely an energy here that has either been channeled by you in the past, someone who's entered your home. Make sure you're cleansing your house after you have parties or after people come over, okay? You don't know what they got on their back, especially if you haven't met them before, or you haven't known them for a while to know like what they get into. But I am picking up on an energy around you, which is why these channeled messages about these spirits are coming through. But yeah, the message is not to ask for help and to do it all on your own. You don't have to do it all on your own, but definitely practice, you know, spiritual discernment and protection, and don't go out of your way to be trying to work with the latest and greatest. You gotta look deep. And a lot of times, if you're supposed to work with a certain energy or entity or a being, it will present itself to you, or you will get, you know, a message from one of your ancestors sent to you. It'll seem very mystical. It won't come through like a TikTok, like, I worked with Papa Legba and then this happened. Did you guys see that article about that girl who was, no, I don't even want to get into it. It's so dark, but she said she tried to channel Papa Legba, and then the next day she was like in her bathtub. If you know, you know. If you don't, not important, but just be mindful. I'm picking up on an energy around you to the point where the cards haven't even come out yet. It's like I can't move on from it because it's something that really needs to be understood. Here we go. Yeah. Nine of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Swords. So there's nothing for you to worry about. Nine of Swords in reverse, but Eight of Swords upright, there are dangers around you that you cannot see, that you have not picked up on yet. Nothing for you to worry about because you're protected by your angels, but there are still dangers around you that you need to protect yourself from. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Don't do things just because it'll be a one-time thing. Oh, it's just time, you know, I'm just gonna do this one thing one time because I really want this thing, so I'm gonna mess with this dark energy for one time. And you know, the crazy part, dark energy is totally different from like dark spirits and like demonic energy. Totally different. Working with dark energy is, you know, just as good as working with light energy. It's just a different type of energy. But a lot of people, unfortunately, because, you know, the spiritual community has been invaded by people who want to, I don't even want to get into rant, but people that want to confuse you, I'll say, for their own agenda, have, you know, put out this narrative of what dark energy and other things are, and that's not what it is at all. Messages for Aries. You have a lot of power right now. Five of Cups. Though, why are you feeling disappointed? Why are you feeling powerless? It could be the life around you. You know, it's like you're the needle in the haystack, the only one that's different. You need to get out of your area. You need to move, Aries. If you've been called to move, you need to move. There's always a way that you can do it, whether you have to get a roommate so that you can have lower housing costs. You need to make a plan to move. Don't keep getting comfortable where you are. You need to move. You need to block people, cut off people. Nope, they're not it. 5 of Cups. There is someone around you making you feel, and it could be, you know, the energies or the entities, but there is someone around you that's making you feel less than who you actually are. Someone convincing you that you don't have the power that you do, or that you don't have the potential that you do. Someone trying to keep you from your highest potential. And surprisingly, with all that dark energy talk in the beginning, I don't get like an eerie energy with this because you're actually so protected. But still, yeah, bottom of the deck, the Star card in reverse. Someone is definitely trying to convince you that you are anything other than what you actually are, to get you to surrender to a path that either allows them access to you for eternity because they don't have, you know, or they don't want to put in the work required to get to the level of potential that you're on, or for whatever reason. The Fool in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. Your intuition, there's a block there. And then with the Fool in reverse, it's like you're afraid of new beginnings, afraid to start over, or just hesitant to. But the reasons that you use to keep you from pursuing that higher path, they're biased. I mean, High Priestess in reverse, they're not accurate. Distorted lens I'm hearing. Yeah. 8 of Cups in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This could be your old life calling you, the club calling you, old, you know, friendship groups, whatever you used to do, you know, that may be low vibrational, a bad habit calling your name. But it's convincing you, and also kind of shifting your path, I gotta say. Convincing you that you don't have the potential that you do with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and also shifting your path, because if you stay stagnant for long enough, you're gonna get stuck there. You're gonna get stuck there. You know, it's kind of like falling into quicksand. Once you give up, if you finally, some way, somehow get, you know, enough energy to fight against the sand again, you're gonna be stuck in it. You literally will not be able to move at all. Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Pentacles. You know, it's put you in this gritty, grimy energy where it's like, okay, what can I get out of this situation? It's changed you. Something or someone has changed you. What can I get out of the situation versus what am I getting out of the situation, you know? So it's like making a place that you are more comfortable and still trying to get something out of it, instead of asking yourself, is it fulfilling me? No. Okay, well, Queen of Cups, I'm going to, you know, go about my business. I'm going to move to another place or situation. It's not fulfilling you anymore. 5 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. It's not too late. 6 of Pentacles, the universe has either shown you a glimmer into the life that you could have, or you have recently had this epiphany. Hey, people are living differently out here, and I'm just like this person. There's no reason that that person can have that and I can't. The universe is showing you. 5 of Wands in reverse. There's no confusion here. The universe is showing you what you can have. 6 of Pentacles. The universe may even be, you know, throwing you a bone here, giving you these little glimmers of light and luck. Make sure you use that to build off of, build a foundation with. When the universe makes a provision for you, keep going, keep going, keep going, Aries. You can't look back. You can't look back. I'm also picking up on a lot of third-party situations that you guys have been in. We have triangle and baggage. So there's a lot of baggage or, you know, trauma that you've experienced through third-party situations specifically. Triangle, other people are involved. Baggage, leftovers from past connections. There's still some baggage that needs to be processed, and it has to do with a love triangle. Any other messages for Aries? We have the new love card that just came out in date time. So there are new energies that are trying to come into your life, but they're competing with the dark energies that you either haven't cleared or that you welcome. Welcome by going back to the spaces, the grimy spaces where they reside. Welcome by not cleansing your energy, practicing your spiritual protection, keeping up with your spiritual routine, not having a spiritual routine, not making the best decisions. Date time, someone asked for a date, new love, a brand new love connection. And we have the past life card that came out. A past life love connection. So there's so much at stake, so much wanting to come into your life. Past life connections are typically like, I won't say the strongest, but oh, they're like, I don't know how to describe it. They're like candy. Bad for you in a way because they're so intense. And if you overindulge, you will get a stomach ache, but good for you in the sense that it feels familiar and comfortable. And okay, things are going to be turned into your favor. People that were against you all of a sudden will be for you. Ideas, creativity, promotion, contracts are going to come into your hands. If you frequently give yourself permission to doodle, wander, and be totally unproductive, and you can, if you frequently give yourself permission to doodle, wander, and be totally unproductive, and you actually relish such interludes, I can guarantee that your genius, creativity, and productivity will increase exponentially. What the heck did that card even say? Basically, these overworded cards are saying that if you give yourself the opportunity to wander, do something new, to doodle, to optimize your creativity, you're going to further build your creativity, your genius, your productivity will start to increase if you allow yourself the freedom to explore you and your mind. So I would definitely focus on that, exploring you, your own subconscious, your own path. I consider this existence to be like a puzzle. And if everyone plays their puzzle piece, we will actually have harmony and people will actually see fulfillment. But if you look at what this person is doing over there, or if you allow yourself to be pulled back by this person over here just because you used to know them, you're going to get out of alignment. You're not actually going to be playing out the role of your puzzle piece, and you're going to be disillusioned, thinking that you're happy when you're not, just because you're somewhere familiar. You may be dealing with a past life connection already, but Aries, this is what I have for you. Things are opening up for you, but there's definitely a spiritual battle here. So up on your spiritual protection. Check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Don't forget to subscribe. And also check out my free radio show in the description. Just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaway I do. And I pull cards on there. We listen to music. It's a super vibe. I love you, Aries. Be careful what you wish for. And I will see you in the next one. Timestamps for every zodiac sign in the description. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Gemini for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Gemini placement in your chart, you can apply this too. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my radio show. It is free. It is in the description. I pull cards for every zodiac sign. We listen to music. It's a super vibe. Just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaway I do. And other than that, Gemini, we're gonna see what's going on with you this week. What are the messages for Gemini? Messages for Gemini. Oh, interesting. All right, let's get right into it. Let's start with this one. We have tree wisdom that came out for you guys. This tree will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights that insights and answers through the sounds it makes. Spending time in nature is going to be important for you this week, Gemini. Also listening to the sound of the trees. If you've ever seen one of those videos where it's like people will go into like the middle of the wilderness and they'll start to play like a flute or an instrument, and all of a sudden the trees will start swaying. Or if you've seen one of those videos where someone kind of waves at a tree and then it starts to shake and wave back, trees really are alive. They've lived, you know, through generations and generations, and it's kind of a key for you guys this week, a key for you guys to learn some information. And we also have moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So there's insights trying to come through. I'm getting a lot of planetary, a lot of elemental communication this week. So even if it's just, you know, one day this week, Gemini, I'm telling you, get out on the trail. You may not receive the download as you're walking, but that night when you sleep, it's going to get you together. Those trees are going to get you together. A lot of people also meditate with trees. If you have a park, you know, near you that has trees, that's the perfect place to do it, because it's not too like, you know, in the woods where there may be like all the little creatures, but you can maybe set up a little blanket and just kind of lean your back on the tree and meditate with the tree. It's going to bring you a lot of insight, a lot of what you actually need. I just heard stop running from yourself. Ooh, T. Okay. Shine from within, which is so funny. Because that's the whole concept of this card. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. And this is a time for self-acceptance and revealing your true beauty. So you're only able to reveal your true beauty if you know what that beauty is, what it looks like, you know, if you've tapped into it yourself. So the universe is really trying to get you to get this information, this piece of the puzzle, reach another level within, and then it's going to shine outside of you. It's going to be reflected outside of you and other people and things like that. We have believe in the magic. It's crazy how we've gotten to a time where, you know, tree meditation or getting out in the elementals sounds woo-woo. It's crazy how we've gotten to a time where, you know, meditation is almost taboo in a way, because, you know, we're so used to city life and fast and information and technology. But the universe is trying to get you, Gemini, to tap into that true magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around you in nature. Another card pointing towards nature. You know what? The Fairy of the Northern Lights says that you're a part of nature, so you are magical too. Becoming one with the trees. It sounds so... I am crazy, but I am free. And then we have transformation. And now I'm getting this image of someone like turning the key and then the engine starting. So I feel like this is going to be very transformative for you. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good, and embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. So definitely a transformation happening. Get out into nature, Gemini. Let's see what the cards have to say. The elementals are very important for you this week. Dry elementals like air, earth, Ace of Cups. Wow. What are the messages for Gemini? And that's so funny because the moon energy card came up and it said surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. And then on the Ace of Cups on the top of the card, you have all of the different moon phases here. And then an eye. Wow. There's some very powerful energies in this spread for you, Gemini. Fulfillment through all seeing your own beauty, seeing your own value, seeing who you are. There's a place called, oh, what is that place called? what is it called? Rhythmia. There's a place called Rhythmia in Costa Rica where you can go and you can do certain ceremonies. If you want to know what kind of ceremonies, look it up. It's not something that I can just outright say on the tubes because I don't want to get, you know, flagged or anything. But they do these ceremonies where you drink the medicine. And one of the things that you can ask the medicine before you kind of blast off is, show me who I've become. And that's the energy that I'm getting here, Gemini, that the universe, that the earth, that mother wants to show you who you are. Or it's like the mother, the goddess within you is like, let's shine a light on who we are, let's see. And it's very spiritual and it's very deep. And Four of Wands in reverse, Five of Swords, you spent so much time, you know, worried about the relationships in your life and worried about making other people happy. Four of Wands in reverse, hyper focused on what isn't working, making friends happy, making your partner happy, making whoever you're talking to romantically happy, and bit by bit it's kind of torn you apart. And now you're the Five of Swords, somewhere where all this is doing is just hurting you. In the pursuit of love, you haven't found it at all, type of energy. Or you've had to hurt other people, or vice versa. You know, running into these characters that don't have the ability to love you. Moon card in reverse, that is an epiphany, that is a revelation, because the moon in itself is, you know how people get crazy during the full moon, it brings out what's in the darkness. And if you haven't worked on that and cleared it away or shined a light on it yourself, you're in for a ride. So the universe is trying to wake you up. Universe is trying to wake you up. The Empress. Oh, that's crazy. To show you the goddess, to show you the goddess within. And you know, whether you're divine feminine, divine masculine, the goal is honestly to merge your own divine feminine and masculine, because we all have masculine and feminine energy. But the Empress is the all. The Empress, the goddess, is, you know, the one who can create anything. She's a literal portal. And the universe is trying to get you to see you are everything. And I'm not talking about everything, yes, queen. I'm talking about literally everything. So much more than the 3D. You are all of the dimensions, Gemini. So I feel like, you know, all of this is happening because the universe is trying to show you either what your mission is, your life purpose. There's definitely something bigger here. Six of Wands in reverse lets me know that you've been at a standstill, Gemini, or you've been scratching the surface of what you can actually do, see, be, you know. There's a lot that you haven't discovered within yourself. The universe is trying to get you to connect to, and the universe is kind of shepherding you to the places that are going to connect you there. You know, if you spend a lot of time inside and you never spend any time in nature, how do you expect to grow without connecting to supreme growth? Trees that literally die off every single year and in winter, but somehow every year therein they grow again. You know, that is true regeneration. That is the all. And the universe is trying to connect you to the all. And then if you spend so much time inside, you know, how do you expect change to happen if you're always in the same place? Everything in your home, unless you're a plant mom, plant dad, is already what it is. It's standard. It's pretty much what it is. This table is this table. I can repurpose this table, but it's never going to go back to a living thing. It's already been cut away from the source. It will never truly be able to transmute itself. Whereas you get out in nature, and that's connecting you to supreme transmutation. So if you were like, I want this transformation to be over, I've been transforming for the longest, get out. This is not, bottom of the deck, we got the Ten of Wands. You know, I feel like there's a level of cycle completion, a level of transformation. There's all sorts of things I'm hearing in your spread trying to occur, but they need that turn, that key click to fire you up again. Let's see what's going on in romance. What are the romantic messages for Gemini? What's going on in romance for Gemini? Oof. There may be a sticky twin flame situation you guys are dealing with. We have twin flame and transformation. And then we have eggshells and new love. So what's transformation going to lead you to? Transformation is going to lead you to new love. But I do get an energy of confinement from a twin flame situation. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, it's just, honestly, it is what it is. There's so many layers to this. I'm like, do I even want to crack that open right now and start talking about it? There's so many layers to the twin flame concept, but let's just all, for the sake of the reading, agree, okay, twin flame exists. So if twin flame exists, it looks to be that there's a situation here, and it's a cycle. I'm feeling it's cyclic. Your twin flame is like, darn, you're bouncing from body to body. Like, I'm getting this image of the twin flame spirit or energy not actually being one physical person that you may be dealing with, Gemini. It may be a myriad of people, and that energy of the twin flame is kind of bouncing from body to body. Therefore, you're seeing your twin flame reflected in multiple people, almost as if you have more than one, which in itself is why I personally am walking away from the twin flame concept, because I could never agree that there's another person out there that I can't exist without, or is the other part of me. I'm whole by myself, and you know. But like I said, for the sake of the reading, that's what I'm feeling. But I'm feeling a twin flame cycle keeping you like very much so in the same space. And it's like we have eggshells here. You're walking on eggshells, you know, only able to scratch the surface. You can't even really get rooted and grounded because you're tiptoeing around these relationships, Four of Wands, that just always land you in the same spot, furthest away from the Ace of Cups, furthest away from being whole and being fulfilled. Make it impossible for you to see your inner beauty, your true beauty. Eggshells, defensive attitudes, twin flames at the bottom of that one. It says high level soul connection. New love, a brand new love connection, transformation, evolution in love. There's just so much, you know, higher to tap into for you, at least, Gemini. And I think that perhaps you have to see that you're more, or you have to see who you truly are in order to kind of snap out of these lower level connections that bring you further away from who you are. Messages for Gemini. Okay. So we have honesty is essential and rest and relaxation is essential. At the bottom of honesty is essential, it says speak with love and truth. Allowing nature to speak to you, speaking to nature as well. Even if you seem like a crazy person, as you're walking on the trail, speak to the trees, allow them to speak to you, because I'm telling you, your subconscious will get the message and it will break it down and reveal it to you in a dream or in a message, in a song, whatever way your guides like to communicate to you. That's the way you'll see it. Some people are so freaking intuitive, they hear the trees and they can translate it to words like in the moment, which is super cool. But rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break. Break and separation, I'm really feeling, is important for you, Gemini. And you got to separate so that you can put the pieces back together, because right now it's just kind of a jumbled mess and you've lost yourself, or, you know, there's just all of these energies around you that need to be cleared away so they can stop pulling at you in every whichever direction. Be honest with yourself, be honest with the people around you. Don't be afraid of the consequences. At the end of the day, this has to come out. We just can't live this way anymore. And then we have faith, and the only thing that is real is love. The bottom of have faith, it says trust your faith in this situation. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Not fear, not doubt that you meet someone who's actually good for you, equally yoked. You know, the only thing that is real is love. And if someone doesn't have the capacity, you know, to love you, either because they're not open or they're just not there in this lifetime, don't limit yourself, Gemini. There's just so much more the universe is really trying to connect you to, and you deserve to experience it. You know, you can't neglect your inner being anymore, your inner deity. This is the card that came out for you. Your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention the most. That's what I got for you this week, Gemini. Very loaded spread. You're gonna have to break that one down because there's a lot of different energies here and they're very powerful. You know, this isn't child's play. Gemini got a deep message this week, so that's what I have for you guys. Check me out on Etsy in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my radio show. It is free in the description. And yeah, Gemini, I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one. Timestamps for every zodiac sign in the description. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Libra for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Libra placement in your chart, you can apply this to. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my radio show. It's in the description. It is free. Just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaways I do. I pull cards on there, we listen to music. It is a vibe. And other than that, Libra, let's see what the messages are for you this week. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. Busy, 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 huh? Let's start there. First card we have is Precious Time. Libra, if you don't find yourself busy, be very mindful about how you invest your time. And remember that there's an energetic exchange in every contact you have with any person. So make sure that's, you know, you're having contact with people that are going to benefit you in present time and will in the future. The Fairy of Precious Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. And be mindful not to waste others' time either. So if you're investing, like, you know, your time in something or someone that you know won't be in the future, just for the time being, you've got enough within yourself. You've grown, you've evolved enough to not need that anymore. So start to make that separation. We have a Wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy of wisdom to help you with a challenge. There's an owl on this card. There's an owl on this card as well. Interesting. So there's definitely a message of wisdom coming here. And that's what I was saying before with the Precious Time card. Like, you've learned enough, you know enough, you're wise enough to know what does and does not deserve your attention and your investment. Even if someone comes in with their own weight, a lot of people do that, you know. There's an energetic exchange even with conversations. That's why you feel the need to call like your best friend or someone when shit hits the fan in your life or when something bad happens, because you want to be able to let go of some of that and hand it off to the next person, and then so on and so forth. And that's how low-key everyone ends up finding out finding out your business, because don't nobody want that. But the point is, Libra, tapping into your inner wisdom is going to be important. We have lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost, which is really exciting. I'm excited to see from the tarot what that card is alluding to, because I'm not getting energy from any of the other cards telling me what that is. Light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So, oh, now I'm hearing, it's an Ariana Grande song. I honestly don't, it took back everything the darkness stole. I'm hearing that song. So, help is on the way with whatever you're dealing with right now, even if it's help with being patient and persistent and sticking to the plan, or sticking to what you know needs to happen in order for you to be able to move forward. We have believe in the magic. Open your eyes to see the magic that's all around you in nature. The fairy of the northern lights says that you are a part of nature, so you are magical too. Tapping into your inner power is going to be important. Remembering your magic, remembering who you are in a way. We'll see from the tarot. Very interesting energy. What are the messages for Libra? Messages for Libra. What does Libra need to hear? What is being found? Messages for Libra. Okay. Ooh, there's a whole transformation happening. Oh Lord, this is very loaded. I'm seeing like the entire timeline. Planning and planting seeds. Planning and planting seeds over the summer, I'm hearing. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. You're planning something, Libra. And it feels like a presentation, something for the world to see. This could also be the road of revealing who you truly are, or having who you truly are present outside of you, meaning you've been really working on yourself within, doing a lot of shadow work, inner child healing work, discovery of yourself. And I feel like a presentation with that. It's kind of bittersweet too. We have the Seven of Swords and the Hangman, both of them in reverse. So it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, which I had that download this morning as I was working out, questioning myself and why certain things seem to happen to take you a little bit back. Ultimately, you're still making progress, Libra. Try not to be discouraged by the 1 step back, because you're still making progress. But with this Hangman in reverse, it's not that you're perfect, and it has nothing to do with being perfect, but you're not perfect, and that's okay. Seven of Swords in reverse, you're not going out of your way to get in your own way, which is good. Moving forward. So there's definitely been an evolution of Libra. You're not seeking out circumstances and going out of your way to self-sabotage, but Hangman in reverse, there's still a little bit of weakness when temptation comes through, which is normal. What I can tell you is 6 of Pentacles, okay. 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups, the tides are definitely changing. Tides are definitely changing. We got the Ace of Cups, self-love and fulfillment. You know what's going to fulfill you. 10 of Cups, it may have to do with having a happy family. It may have to do with moving, finding a new community, reestablishing. Some of you guys may be planning to move and reestablishing who you are to, you know, people who don't know you. Six of Pentacles, and that's where the universe is going to bless you. So if you have been given the message, Libra, that you're supposed to move, if you've been called, if you've been really thinking about getting all these signs and signals that XYZ is where you're supposed to be, start to plan towards it. Because you're going to see that that is going to be the start of truly your new life. Four of Swords in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Some cycles are definitely still open, that's without a doubt. Four of Swords in reverse, like, what I will say, start to journal about the things you've experienced and what you've already gone through. Because with this Hierophant in reverse, this is almost an energy of you being unaware that you have certain wisdom, that certain cycles have completed. You haven't put that final nail in the coffin to say, I've learned this, I've experienced this, and I'm beyond this. So, you know, I do this all of the time because I like to make it crystal clear to the universe, listen, okay, this and this and this is what I have learned. I do not need that lesson again. Satan, get thee behind. We are moving forward. So journal down about what you've been through, especially recently, and make it clear to the universe, even if you feel like you know that you learned XYZ, make that clear to the universe. I have learned this. Be specific about what you learned. I have learned not to go for this. I have learned not to do this. I have learned this is what this is, even though it looks like it's actually this. I can see through that illusion. I recognize your own flaws. I have learned how to control this thing about me through XYZ. I have recognized that this is a part of my shadow, and when it comes out, it looks like this. That's going to help you just on a personal level, but also on a spiritual level, to make sure all the energy around you is on one accord. And read that out loud. Read those papers out loud, so everybody in attendance can know what's good. Because Eight of Cups in reverse, there are certain cycles that keep repeating just because it's not clear that you've learned the lesson. And a lot of times, especially through journaling, it'll bring out other epiphanies that can, you know, just set off the light bulb, and there it is. You're gonna get it, you know, you get it. So that's definitely something I would recommend. Let's see what else is going on for you guys. So as far as lost and found, I feel like that has to do with your personal power, your light. And power has nothing to do with what you can make happen in the 3D. Power is the all-knowing. You know, power is connecting back to that soul that can exist in many dimensions. Once you leave this 3D experience, power is tapping into that, so that once you do leave this dimension and transform, you'll be able to, you already know your soul, you already know what you need to do and how to reincarnate in another existence, you know? Or power is the knowing of who you actually are, that discovery, that knowledge. And I've been feeling this super heavy for you throughout this entire reading. We have the Karmic card that came out. Intense lessons in love. We're pulling from the romance card, or sorry, the romance deck now. At the bottom of the deck, we have sensual attraction as well. Strong sensual vibes is what it says at the bottom of that card. I'll keep that here so I can remember that we had it. But a lot of your karmic patterns may have to do with, you know, sensual things and intimacy, and utilizing your intimacy instead for creation and power, and to bring things forth to make your life better. And it may have been used at some point, Libra, as a tool, or someone knew the power that you possess, which is why they came back time and time and time again. And then once they got enough of that good, they went about their business, right? And use that good energy, that sauce, you sauce them. Use that sauce to, you know, then attract abundance and wealth into their life, because they got to dip into the portal of your creation. I hope this is making sense. I have to speak into analogies, with analogies. Most of you guys know that because YouTube ain't with all that freaky shit. But tapping tapping into this energy, I'm definitely feeling like there's been some karmic patterns here. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is what I love to see. We have leveling up, deep level, and closure. Closure, accepting transitions, leveling up, a new attitude, deep level, deep love-based connection, love, truth, you know. So there's definitely a transition happening here out of a karmic cycle. Any other messages for Libra? And like I said, I'm definitely feeling like two steps forward, one step back, but that is okay. That's normal. That is okay. Like I've said this morning, I was even thinking about that. Like, you know what? I'm glad that I don't go out of my way to do XYZ anymore, but I wish this opportunity wouldn't even present itself to me anymore. Eventually, you're gonna get in this space, Libra, where, you know, if someone or something isn't in the same frequency as you and you've set up your life to be separate and distance from certain things, it won't happen anymore. But don't, you know, don't get on yourself because these things are still coming up. It's, you know, transition, and a lot of people don't like to acknowledge the transition because we're so used to, through technology and whatever else, we're so used to now getting information, getting, you know, serotonin through likes and follows, like the immediate gratification and attention. So it because we spend so much time like in our phones and technology and through instant gratification through food and, you know, whatever media, whatever you use to entertain yourself that's not of a high vibration, it kind of makes you forget that life doesn't move like that. Real life is more slow. You know, it's like honey. You know how they say like the term watered down? They watered it down. It's not as good, right? Because it's watered down. Real life, true, you know, life in abundance is like honey. It's slow moving, but it's so good. So we have meeting and eggshells. Eggshells, defensive attitudes, meeting, a chance encounter. Eggshells, I feel like the universe is telling you to walk on eggshells right now, Libra. Specifically because you don't need to ruffle the feathers and like set off alarms for people to know that they're creating the distance. And that, you know, that's a lesson that comes with true maturity and, what's the word I want to use? Experience. Sometimes for things to end in your favor, you have to back away slowly, you know, because if you tell somebody off, then they start to, have you ever tried to like leave someone or like heard of someone talking about how they tried to leave someone and they told them off, and the next thing you know, that person's retaliating, right? How about you just back away slowly? And next thing they know, when they look around, they can't even reach you. There's a little fruit fly in here. They can't even reach you. Instead of feeling like that temporary instant gratification of telling someone off and telling someone, I'm leaving, just go. Literally just go. That's going to work in your benefit. We're so used to like these instant gratifications, but Libra, you're at a point where you don't need that. You don't even need that. You have the inner wisdom. Be mindful of how you spend your energy and your time. Walk on eggshells so that you can get out, because it's like walking in a landmine field. Like you don't want to end up making someone or something go off, creating a disruption in the environment because you wanted that instant gratification. You've already learned, you know, through that. Wow. I love this card that came up for you guys. Here's the card. It says, when you hold on, or sorry, it says, when you continue to reminisce, replay, or hold on to what could have been, you continue to hold yourself in a place of resistance. Let what was inspire a new way of living, but don't allow it to limit and determine what can be. I'm gonna leave it there. I love this spread. Libra, you can hit me up on Etsy if you want your own private reading. The link is in the description. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, please, if you haven't already. Also, check out my free radio show. It is also in the description. I love you, Libra. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one. Timestamps for every zodiac sign in the description. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Aquarius for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Aquarius placement in your chart, you can apply this too. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my radio show. It is free. It is in the description. Just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaway I do. And I pull cards on there. We listen to music. It's a vibe. Other than that, Aqua, let's see what's going on with you during this time. What are the messages for Aquarius? What are the messages for Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to know? Ooh. Okay, so I'm getting this really playful, fun energy from you guys. So we have the inner child and then manifestation card that came out back to back. It's giving me this kind of energy where it's like, Aqua's like, you know what, I'm gonna try to manifest this just for shits and giggles, just to see if it happens. Like, and that optimistic energy is what's causing you to actually get your manifestation. So it's super, super cool because everyone says, oh, you have to be in a super high vibration to get what it is that you want, which is true. Well, depending on what you want too. But yeah, Aqua, tapping into this energy, it's because like you're not really caring about it and you're just like, huh, let's see if it happens. Like, screw it, it's whatever is the reason that you're actually getting it. So ooh, beautiful. What are the messages for Aquarius? Yeah, I'm gonna put this one back. It didn't actually come out. I just took it because it was hanging, but two other cards came out, so I know that's not your message. We have Inner Child. First card that came out for you, the fairies of playfulness remind you to take time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. So tapping into this energy, the universe is telling you to, first of all, you may want to do some healing of the inner child, because if you don't heal your inner child and you have inner child trauma, it's going to be hard for you to tap into the playful side of the inner child, because the inner child won't feel comfortable to come out and be playful. So that may be manifestation step one for you guys. But beyond that, you know, getting in that inner child space, doing fun things that are like not harmful for you, that's going to put you right in the energy to get this going, to get that movement going. So what I would say is do something fun. Wake up, you know, semi early as you can in the morning. Do something fun that day, and then come home about 5 p.m. and start to do your manifestation. You don't want to come home too late, because then you're going to be too tired to do, you know, your scripting, your journaling, your spell work, whatever form of manifestation you like to do. But I would do that, you know, do something fun to get you in that space, and then you know, come home and do your manifestation. If you can't, just, you know, kind of turn on and off your inner child so that you can use that energy. Manifestation, be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest into your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step one. So yeah, journaling and scripting. Great way for you guys to manifest. Then we have new beginnings. The fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So don't share with everyone. You know it's so annoying. I hate when I see like infants at the mall or infants at grocery stores. Like, take that baby home. Order grocery delivery. Why does the whole mall need to see your new baby? Like, it's so irritating. That just triggered me like out of nowhere. But that's how you should be about this manifestation. When there's something new that you've just given birth to, don't get to telling your friends, bro. It doesn't matter how close you are to them. Don't even tell your parents. Tell your guides, okay? Or, I mean, I guess they already know it's tea, but I don't know. Make a fairy friend and tell them. Tell your stuffies. You got some, you got a stuffed animal still? Like, I do. Like, No shade. I really do. I have my childhood bear, but anyways, not the point. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of that inner child playful energy, that pure, sweet energy coming through, and you have to protect it, you know? Okay, so we have hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. So there may be some inner child work also happening for you guys, Aquarius, which I feel like because you guys are naturally kind of quirky or expansive in your mind, I find that the thing with Aquarius is you just don't have those blocks, or you guys tend to reject things that don't resonate with you, whereas other signs may just accept that as truth. So when someone tries to, like when society tries to condition you to think XYZ, you guys, it's like your antenna goes off and you naturally reject it, or you don't allow it to permeate your subconscious, etc., and change you, whereas other signs may accept XYZ as truth. But anyways, I forgot why I even went on that rant. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. So anyways, the point is though, there is, you know, something being revealed for you, Aqua. And then we have healing. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has the natural ability to heal others, yes, even you. So this may be you healing your inner child, and especially if you've known, like your guides have been sending you signs and signals, or you've gotten like signs, signals, synchronicities in your own life showing you that this inner child healing is necessary. That's happening. I feel like you're healing yourself though, and that's the thing that's been getting in the way of you and your new beginning or your manifestation. So that's being broken down. All right, let's see what else is up for Aqua. Yeah, the universe is giving you another chance, but it is going to take you, you know, kind of revealing that suppressed part of yourself. The Hermit in reverse and the Five of Pentacles, it's like the universe can only bless you if you get out of that protection mode you're in. It's kind of like you've been in autopilot or in protection mode for a while, and the universe is kind of trying to edge you out of there, or get you to edge yourself out of there. Like I said, you know, Aquas are pretty independent. I have an Aquarius sun, so I have firsthand experience of Aqua tea, and so trust, I know. But I feel like the universe is trying to get you out of that so that you can experience you know, just new levels in life. 10 of Wands here, there's a cycle that's trying to close, and it's going to take you to open up, interestingly enough, for that to be able to really close. And we have the Queen of Wands. You're really going to have to take the lead on that. So the universe can only suggest to you. You have strong boundaries, Aquarius. Or when you're at your best, you know, when you're in your most healed state, when you're whole, you have strong boundaries. So the universe can only do really what you allow. The universe can really only kind of suggest to you, Aqua. You got to be the one to lead this mission and say, okay, you know what, this is something I'm ready for. This is something that I want. And if anything, just look at what you want to manifest, or your new beginning. Look at the light at the end of the tunnel to motivate you to do this other hard-hitting stuff. Healing, exploring the hidden depths, exposing the inner child, you know, takes a lot of trust. But can you trust yourself? Oh my God, the Empress card has come out in almost like every spread this week. What is going on? Something about divine femininity, new beginnings, birth, the everything, the all, like tapping into our true essence. Our soul is very much so at the forefront. Ooh, we got the Chariot. So you're moving forward in balance, but you need the light and the dark. You do. You need the light and the dark. You have to make peace. You have to make yourself one by exposing both of them. What are the other messages for Aquarius? Any other messages for Aquarius? Okay. The Emperor. Whoo, at the bottom of the deck we got the Devil card here. It's like opening up the Pandora's box. It really is. And you have all the tools. First of all, I just realized we have the Empress and the Emperor now. So we really have a chance here Aquarius. How can I even put that into words, what you're doing here? It's so much bigger and larger than life. For some serious change. We have a chance for some serious change, for a lack of more powerful words. But we have the Emperor, so you're definitely going to have to go in and slay the dragon. There is some serious inner work that you're going to be doing this week, and it's going to cause that breakthrough. And you've been feeling the energy leading up to this, like you've been feeling this coming. If you've been feeling like kind of, I don't know, just different recently, it's for a reason. It's been kind of leading you to this climactic point in your story. So let's see what's going on in love. They weren't of you. That's not of you. You've been loyal. We have the loyalty card and rejection card. You've been loyal to people who have rejected your frequency. That's what it is. If you felt like you've always been different, it's not just because you're an Aquarius. We're all human. We're all going to relate to each other in one way or another. But you felt different even since you were a child. So that may be what caused you to suppress your inner child, because it would take you really going deep and exploring those hidden depths to see why you're different, or to see your true power. And you've attached yourself to people who may have rejected you. You've been loyal to them. You've given them your whole heart, your time, your energy. They rejected the frequency. That's a frequency they would never be able to understand, tap into, love, understand. And it's not about you not being enough. It's that you are too much. Not too much in a bad way. It's that you are the goddess and the god, the emperor and the empress. They could not stand up to you. If they didn't come to you with offering tidings and good joy, there is no use that these people had to you, ever. And you know, you were young. To some degree, you gotta forgive yourself for that. You didn't know. You were naive. You didn't know to make that switch in your mind. So instead of allowing yourself to be pleased, you pleased when you were the goddess the whole time. And that's not your fault, but that's something that you're going to have to heal and understand. And that's why it's important for you to go within. This week we have rejection, affections denied. Like, you tried. You're like, I'm great. I'm fun. I'm loyal. I got money on me and I'm loyal. Dedication to love is what it says at the bottom of that card. Like, you were so ready and willing, because you're the empress, because you are the entire universe, you have the entire universe within you. You knew that you would be able to please certain people in friendships and relationships, but they rejected it. Why? Has to be something to do with me. No. Well, yeah, but not in the way that you thought. Wow. Yeah. Ooh, please. Oh, I was hoping we got the ego card, but we got humility. You're going to have to humble yourself to understand this. You know, even though you're the goddess is not going to beg, because the goddess will look at someone who is not a god or a goddess and say, if they don't want me, they do not know. They do not know. They cannot recognize, they cannot perceive me. Selfless in all ways is what it says at the bottom of this card. Not trying to force your love on someone because you know that they would benefit from it, but having humility and saying they cannot perceive me, and you know, that's on them. Trust, it's not on you. I was hoping the ego card would come out because it's an ego thing that would keep you from reaching this humility, and that would have just really made it click, but it's all good. Is it at the bottom of the deck? No. But anywho, okay, so we have a leveling up. Yeah, exciting. We have leveling up and closure. Closure, accepting transitions. At the bottom of leveling up, it says a new attitude. A new attitude, a new understanding, a new perspective coming in through for you. And then we have meeting and serious intentions. Yeah, meeting and serious intentions. Meeting, it says a chance encounter. Something that could only happen if you allowed the universe to kind of orchestrate that, if you did the work and you took things step by step, not resisting your own, you know, not downgrading yourself, giving away your power to people who will never appreciate it or reciprocate it. They don't have the ability to, first of all, reciprocate it. Nothing that they do would ever please you. That's just period. You can water yourself down as much as you want to and try to convince yourself that you would be pleased by that life, but trust, once you actually have it and once you're actually living it, your eyes will be going whichever way, trying to see and looking at what everybody else is doing and how people are actually happy, because you would realize once you had it, it was never something that would be able to, you know, to please you in full. Serious intention, playing for keeps. Ooh, some of y'all need to hear this because you feel like, but I wasted my time, my energy, and my investment. It's okay. You're the goddess, babe. You have it all. You didn't waste anything. You literally have it all. Tap in and get some more. No act of kindness is ever wasted. Some of the kindest people you will ever meet have been through hell and back themselves. That strengthens their compassion and empathy. If this is describing you, keep being the beautiful soul that you are. You don't need to withhold what you have. You literally have infinite power, potential, and you're infinite, Aqua. You don't need to, you know, hold back. I think that, well, I won't say that because, you know, not everyone deserves you, and that's been a huge point in this spread. So I will say hold back. But don't be afraid moving forward now that you know who you are. Trust that now that you know who you are, you'll only give your energy naturally to people who deserve it. And then once you're in alignment, or once you are meeting those people, it'll be, you won't have to question like, I don't want to give to them though if they don't deserve it. Once you know who you are, you fully recognize who you are, your power, and you trust yourself. It's, you know, it's just like you don't have to worry about that. Because you'll know that you're giving to people who deserve it, because you trust yourself and you know that you took the steps that needed to be taken to make sure that someone in front of you who you're giving your attention to is equally yoked. Take your time. There's no rush here. If you didn't get something that you really wanted at this time, if you feel stuck, or if you feel like things aren't going according to plan, know that something better and bigger is coming. Something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you are asking for now. That is literally you. Like, you are divine. You are the emperor and the empress. You hold so much power within you. Sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. So leave behind all that has been weighing you down for so long and reach for the opportunities that are waiting for you. I promise you, you will not regret it. Freaking mic drop. I don't even know what else to say. Like, all the spreads this week have been so powerful. I feel like a collective awakening is happening for sure. Because when I'm telling you, so many spreads this week have been all about people waking up, seeing their true power, people, you know, focusing on what actually matters, and wow, it's been crazy. But yeah, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I love you. Check me out on Etsy in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out my free radio show in the description. And like I said, I love you. Be careful what you wish for. And I will see you in the next one. Timestamps for every zodiac sign in the description. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we are tapping into the sign of Taurus for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Taurian placement in your chart, you can apply this to. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also, check out my free radio show. It is in the description. Just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaway I do. And we pull cards over there. We listen to music. It's a vibe. Other than that, Taurus, let's see what the messages are for you guys during this time. Messages for Taurus. If you're experiencing a block, Taurus, connect to the elementals, connect to yourself. You're an earth sign, so you guys benefit the most along with Capricorn and Virgo. as far as going outside is concerned, take off your shoes or your sandals, put your feet in some sand, put your feet in dirt, connect with earth. That's going to be very important for you guys if you're experiencing a block, because that is the way that you're going to be able to connect to wholeness. Also, there are messages for you in the woods and on the trail, and you know, wherever you can kind of take a walk. You're going to receive some downloads doing this. Let's see. Yep. A lot of signs trying to come into you now, Taurus. The universe has definitely been trying to communicate to you. We have go outside. This one says it's time to go outside, tune into the powerful peace of nature. Wherever you are, feel at one with your habitat. So the universe has definitely been trying to get you to go outside more. If you've been invited to things recently where it's like before, typically people don't really bother you, this is the universe's way to really kind of get you out of the house. And then we have nature signs. So the universe is also trying to get you outside so that you can get the message it's been trying to send to you. Be receptive to the subtle messages of nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continuously. We only need to open our hearts and minds. So yeah, tapping into this energy, Taurus. I keep hearing like, we've been trying to reach you about your card's extended warranty. Like I keep getting that energy where it's like the universe has been trying to communicate to you and connect with you and like chasing you down, but you've been so busy lately, or your mind has been really disconnected from your body. So it's important that you ground yourself again so you can return back to your center. We have pure intention. The fairy of manifestation will help you use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. So if you've been having a block as far as manifesting, Taurus, this is what the universe is trying to clear. You can't bring in new energy if you don't, you know, use the elementals like the dirt to ground yourself, or the sand to ground yourself, and the air to cleanse you, literally cleanse you, which is why they say like open a window if you want to change the energy in your house. It's important that stagnant, stale, used energy that you used to manifest last time is still there if you haven't cleared it. You know, with sage, I actually saw this funny tweet on Twitter where somebody was like, y'all be saging with the windows closed and the demons just be running around your house, and it had a picture. So it's not as funny if you just hear it, but if you saw the picture, trust, like you would cry laughing. It was so funny. But that's the energy that I'm getting. These are the things that I'm being reminded of as I do your reading. And I haven't seen that tweet. I saw it like 2 years ago, literally 2 years ago. And I have not thought about it since. So definitely a message for you. We have lost and found. So like I was saying, just to wrap up that thought, if you've specifically been experiencing a block in manifestation, it's because your energy needs to be cleared and cleansed. And you need to be grounded. You've been living for too long in your headspace, not showing you what you actually have to work with, or disconnecting you from like truth, etc. Okay, so lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things that we never even realized that we lost. So maybe you don't even realize how far gone you are, or how disconnected you actually are from your true self, from your highest, purest form. But the universe is definitely trying to come through and reconnect you. And just as I said that, I got this image of like a plug going into an outlet. So the universe is trying to give you power again and like, you know, reconnect you to the source. And then we have music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music that you hear. Music can uplift your soul, rekindle memories, and channel fairies to your door. So a lot of these cards have like these little nuggets of, we've been trying to connect with you, or we're trying to show you through this and this and this and this and that. Also, change up where you get your information online. That's the only thing. Like, it's hard to know what the universe is actually trying to communicate, where there's so many sites trying to capitalize off of you clicking on, you know, whatever they have on their site just to keep you on their site versus giving you actual information. So many sites. It's better to get a book on numerology. It's better to get a book on signs and signals, dream symbols, animal spirit animal meanings, it's better to get a book. I find that publications are way more, and you can also see the reviews like from other people to see if it's just a book of BS or if it's actually true, versus going on a website, you know, giving you a, oh, the fox represents, and then it's just BS, you know. But the universe has really been trying to communicate to you. And like I said, you know, also make sure you pay attention to the sources. Switch up your sources where you get your information, because at this point it's feeling like you keep getting the same message over and over and over again, and it says a lot but nothing at the same time. You know, it's like a message kind of meant to hold you over versus a message to actually give you information about what to do or what the truth of the situation is. So and you're looking a little docile. 6 of Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. This is like an energy of, I ain't never coming down. That's what I heard. It's like a message of really sitting in your crown. But because all of your other chakras, I won't say all of them, you know, this will depend on person to person, but because you haven't connected to at least that root chakra, that's like the most boring chakra to work with, to be honest, because the way to balance it is like really through meditation and connecting with nature. And technology gets us so addicted to like fast moving and fun and things being exciting. Like, it's fun to explore your crown chakra. It's fun to explore the ethers. It's fun to astral project. It's fun to focus on lucid dreaming. What's not fun, depending on who you are. Some people find meditation fun, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it's not that fun to do, and that's why you guys have been so hooked on the third eye, you know, things in the 3D, like in terms of like, it just feels very superficial and surface level. I think you guys get it. But Ace of Swords in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse, there's things that need to be done, Taurus, that you haven't tapped into or worked on in quite a while. And I'm really feeling like it has to do with, it's just, you know, the crown is just more fun. The third eye is more fun. It's more fun to see what's not there and work on, you know, those more like visual and connections to like beings and deities and things like that of the crown and the third eye, versus like grounding reality. But it's necessary, because either way you're out of alignment. So yeah, we have the 4 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is an interesting message, Taurus. You feel like you've been through enough, so you deserve fun, which is absolutely true. But you got to turn your knowledge into wisdom. You got to turn your knowledge, okay, this is what happened to me, instead of giving up and saying, okay, I deserve, you know, the best of the best. That's absolutely true. But things are also being revealed to you. That doesn't mean you're completely done. Like, this life, you're still at the forefront of it. You completely have free will. So best case scenario, the universe comes in and rewards you, which it will always, for the work that you've done. But a lot of times, you know, I'm feeling like you guys have gotten to a cap where it's like, okay, I've been through XYZ, so it's on the universe, you know, now. And it's like, if you turn that knowledge into wisdom, you'll understand that you have free will, and this is your soul's journey, not the universe's journey. So if you want something, you really do have to make it happen, is basically what it is. And you see all the infinite possibilities, and the fantasy and the astral projection is fun, but at the same time, like, you're still in the same place. You know, you are still in the same place, even though now you have these new things that are coming up. Like, I keep hearing that astral projection. You may be doing that without knowing as well, thinking your dreams are just going stupid, going crazy, when really you're projecting. But some of you guys are getting lost in the sauce of the more like fantastical things versus making actual progress in the 3D. The universe is kind of trying to wake you up from that, get you back into a space where you can make some real advancements, instead of finding these, you know, when you have a snap moment and you kind of like actually are like brought back to earth. A lot of people say, like, after they have these ethereal experiences, they feel like they're slammed back into their body. If you've ever heard that, if something happens that really kind of throws you off, or the universe kind of like forcibly sends you back home with a tower moment and you're slammed back into your body, then you'll spiral. You know, you got to learn to do it yourself. Life is like a pendulum, you know, and you have to allow yourself to, like the ebb and flow of the tide, you have to control that and allow yourself to be brought back down to earth. At some point you have to descend. And instead of, you know, ending up in these spaces where you feel like everything is horrible, because in a moment, in an instant, you're like actually back to reality, instead of looking around and seeing, oh my goodness, nothing has been done, I made zero progress, and then the next day feeling on top of the world because you can ignore like the truth again. Just pay attention to it while you have the authority to, while you have the ability to. Seven of Wands and Three of Cups, there's still things to achieve, still work to be done. Three of Cups is a card of celebration and also working with the universe, working with other people as well. So expanding and networking is going to be important for you, Taurus. And Seven of Wands is just really an energy of continuing to build on what you have. You have a foundation now. You went through XYZ, but that's not the end. That's not the end for you here. Yeah, we got the focus card and it came out immediately. Focus. Zeroing in on the target. Time to make new targets as well. Time to make some new goals so that you can know where you're going. That's like step one in manifestation. Knowing exactly what you want your life to look like. Knowing where you're going. Yep. We got this decisions card. Decisions. At the bottom of this one, it says weighing the options. So it's a good time to check in, Taurus, and see, okay, what am I wanting out of love? We have high standards and life. We're pulling from the romance deck, so holding yourself in high regard. Like, now that you have been through XYZ, make a decision as far as what it is that you want and make that clear to the universe, because again, you have free will and you're leading this meeting, okay? You're a soul. You're a soul living a 3D experience. The universe isn't just, you know, placing you where you should be so we can play out this story for what? What purpose would that serve? Entertainment? Like, what, literally what purpose would that serve? It wouldn't serve a purpose. So it's up to you to decide exactly where you want to be. And yeah, you want better and you know you want better, but what does better look like? What is your perfect version of a reality? Communicate that to the universe through journaling, through, you know, prayer and meditation. You can speak out loud as you're walking. Kill two birds with one stone. As you're walking and grounding and reconnecting. This eggshells card has been coming out a lot too. I'm really curious as to what that is about. Okay, so we have loyalty and secret events that came out first. And then we have new beginning and eggshells. Perhaps the new beginning is coming because you've been walking on eggshells as to not disturb the peace and ruin. But everything is already in ruins. The egg is already cracked. What are you actually trying to save? There's nothing left. You know, it's time to move forward and create. A new beginning, a fresh start in love. Eggshells, defensive attitudes is what it says at the bottom of that card. People don't want to take ownership in your life, Taurus. To a degree, you don't want to take ownership as well. Being that it's almost like a little bit of a fear. A little bit of a fear that you can't have what you want because of what you've experienced, and that just isn't true. But yeah, people may get defensive when you try to tell them, I want you to do X, Y, Z. And really it's because they don't want to do that. They're not meant to do that. They're not meant to be that person. You know, you're kind of meant to move forward in your own abundance and create your new beginning. And I know you want to take people with you because Taurus, you guys are so unbelievably loyal. In my opinion, Taurus are the most loyal sign. But anyways, dedication to love is what it says at the bottom of that card. You're so dedicated that it's hard for you to throw in the towel and throw a relationship, you know, away when you can see even just a speck in the universe of potential within someone. But you got to charge it to the game at this point. We got secret events, private happenings. So things are happening behind the scenes. And honestly, that's a little bit of an eerie energy to me because it doesn't necessarily mean that there's, you know, good things happening. Like, for an example, if someone is trying to manifest you right now, Taurus, you are the vision of perfection in someone else's eyes. But if you don't do what needs to be done to get in alignment with that person who will give you the world, if you just kind of sit and wait for them to somehow find you where you've always been, it won't happen. And you have the proof of history to show you that. So it's time to break the mold and get into these get into these new spaces. And someone's annoyed with that for sure. All of these cards keep coming out. I didn't want to pull this many, but there's a lot the universe wants to tell you from this deck. So every situation in life is temporary. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy it and receive it fully. And when life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever and better days are on the way. So the universe is saying this was just temporary anyways. You know, put an end to your suffering. Don't allow yourself to, you know, live in a daydream anymore. This is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you. Get ready for unexpected breakthroughs, good news, and plot twists. Blessings are coming. Yeah, there's definitely a throat chakra block because all of a sudden I'm kind of like stuttering. Some of you guys may be having a hard time communicating to the universe because it would cause you to have to be real with yourself, or communicating to yourself the truth of what you actually want instead of watering down like your desires even when you're alone. Or telling the people outside of you, the people in your life right now, like, what's tea? I'm dipping out. I'm leaving. You know, some hard conversations have to be had. Focus on what is important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries as it will only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you the most, and with every thought, you're creating your future. And then the last one we have, your life is about to start quickly in some areas, or start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold are subtly propelling forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention the most. So it's time to get back present in the moment. There are some things shifting and you definitely want to be a part of this, not a product of it, or to miss out on it completely and have someone else be handed your person because you know, wouldn't kind of get in alignment, or any of your success that you deserve. So yeah, Taurus, that is what I have for you today. Check me out on Etsy in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Check out my free radio show also in the description. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one. Timestamps for every zodiac sign in the description. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Virgo for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Virgo placement in your charts, you can apply this to. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show. It is also in the description. I pull cards on there. We listen to music, and just by adding me on Station Head, you're automatically entered into any giveaway I do, which is super cool. Other than that, Virgo, we're gonna see what's going on with you during this time. What are the messages for Virgo? Okay, I heard first one to wholeness, first one in the group. So I'm hearing these messages where it's like, Virgo, you're in the lead. You're in the lead. First one to make a certain amount of money and your family. First one to graduate. First one to break the generational curse of toxic relationships. First one to reach a certain level of spirituality, a certain dimension. First one leading the group, leading the pack is what I'm hearing. So this could be you stepping outside. It's not even like you're stepping outside, because I still feel this level of connectedness. I can't talk. Connectedness that you, Virgo, have to your collective or your community. But it's like you've been fulfilling, and now I'm hearing double life. It's like you've been fulfilling this side mission the entire time. And it's like, whereas people think, you know, you're this, you're actually that. Like, people, they don't know like what you hold closest to you, which I feel like is your spirituality or breaking a generational curse. Not a lot of people know about that. Like there's something about you, Virgo, that not everyone knows. Something that you've been working on for a minute, and it's like no one knows this version of you, or that is what you've been working on. No one knows that this is your goal. We have the purity card. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it you will find the answer to your question. So honestly, Virgo, this isn't really the time to be getting advice, like especially unsolicited advice, listening to people that just want to tell you about you and your purpose and your life and, you know, things that you're already working on. You really do have the purity of vision right now. You see things clearer than anyone really can. So if you find yourself not relating to tarot readings, not relating to spiritual content, having a really hard time connecting with other people lately, it's because you're really on a higher path. You're on a quest right now, like a side mission that you're 100% in control of, and people aren't going to understand that enough to communicate to you any sort of decent advice. So honestly, going within for the answers is really going to be best thing for you to do. I would say, if anything, get your own. I wouldn't even say get a tarot deck. I don't feel like that's going to help you right now for whatever reason. Even though I'm a tarot reader, I would say get something more like a pendulum, or is that what? Yeah, where you can ask like yes no questions, so that you can get truth that way. Because tarot opens up a whole other box. There's so many cards with so many different meanings that will just, I feel, get you off track. And because you have the purity of vision right now, the only reason I don't recommend it, Virgo, is because I don't want you to get further confused, like, and distracted by all the other things that, you know, tarot's going to open up for you. But do what you're called to, most importantly. We have motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something that you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and get to it. So while you have this motivation, and when you feel motivated and excited, and when you have the energy to work on certain things, definitely take advantage of that. It's like the path is clear for you right now. We have stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself very focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. So the universe is also saying stargazing will help you. Ancient cultures, the ancient Mayans, ancient Egyptians, and Kemet, they used to stargaze, sun gaze, moon gaze, all things that they pretty much don't talk about today or don't recommend, like the sun, you know, like, and you know, I can't tell you to gaze at the sun, obviously, but they used to do that, okay? And they used to have the source. They used to get that information, a clear line of communication through these things. So if you feel more comfortable with it, definitely moon gaze and star gaze, but you really will get downloads. It's so crazy and weird. The spiritual stuff is like unexplainable, so it's kind of weird, but you really will get downloads, useful information that will be sent to you and broken down through your dreams, or, you know, whatever way your guides communicate to you after you do it. So don't expect to like hear something or see something or get the epiphany. Honestly, a lot of people do while they're doing it, but allow yourself to, you know, basically process the information and the downloads you get through the stargazing, through your crown chakra, then your third eye, so that you can see it, you know, through whatever method your guides will show it to you. Or your subconscious will process it. We have wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desires and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. So be careful, Virgo. You have a very powerful, pure energy right now. You don't want to taint it, and you also don't want to get distracted, which is why I said, like, I wouldn't recommend tarot, because I don't want you to get distracted and see that XYZ is happening that's unrelated to this journey that you've made so much progress on right now, and get you like distracted. So continue to keep those boundaries up. And then we have wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy of wisdom to help you with a challenge. So absolutely tapping into this energy. The universe is definitely telling you to trust yourself. Oh, this is interesting. We have the High Priestess and the Fool. High Priestess would be in reverse as I cut it. High Priestess and the Fool as I cut the deck. So there's definitely a message here about connecting to your intuition before you free fall. Before you, you know, go too far. Before you let yourself get too far into the thick of things. There's definitely a message to balance that intuition first, or get the download that you need to proceed, because that download is going to show you what you need next. I feel like your power is really kind of revving up and you're feeling really powerful, and that's why you're kind of more inclined to kind of jump sooner before you get all the information that you need. Ooh. A lot of things are definitely still hidden here, Virgo. If you're seeing success already, you have not even scratched the surface. Like, the journey is not over. We're at a standstill here. And you may have recovered from what you've been through, and now you're ready to get on to the next phase. And the universe is definitely saying, like, we've just reached a plateau. We're not at the top of the mountain. Eight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Things are not as they appear as well. There may even be an opportunity coming towards you, and it's not perfect, but it's so much better than what you've had in the past. You may be, you know, inclined to just jump for it and go for it, but it's still not the best of the best. Judgment in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. I wouldn't be making any offers or accepting any offers during this time. And if an offer comes through, give it time to show you like what all it entails, what all it is. Don't assume that it's good just because it's better. We have the Death card in reverse, so there's a cycle that still needs to be closed. Fortunately, that can be done with just a conversation, but there's one final test. So something of the past is still open. You may feel like it's closed, but it's coming back, and then you're going to see like, wow, you know, there's all these unresolved feelings. Like, maybe you did all this work, say romantically, easiest type of, you know, example. Romantically, you've done all this work to get over someone that you dated in the past, and it didn't work out, and you thought you healed from it. You know, you healed from it, you do all this work, and you're ready for new love. That person comes back telling you like, you know, in the past I was closed off and I've done so much work on my heart, and you know, I'm really apologetic about the things that I've done to you, and I really do want to do life with you. I really do. Bam. All of a sudden, you're back where you were. Not back where you were in the sense that all of your progress is lost, but back where you were, like, emotionally. You're like, wow, I have more feelings for this person than I thought I did. Something like that is happening. Something is being brought back up to the forefront. Nine of Cups, the difference is now you've grown so much. You're definitely not going to entertain a third-party situation. That's just on period, but I don't think one is present. And that's what makes this so different. Nine of Cups, Three of Cups in reverse. The Three of Cups third-party situation is actually eliminated. It's not a thing anymore. So you could actually have a future with this person. Like, you really could build a relationship. Or Three of Cups in reverse, whatever was kind of holding back the situation from being able to flourish is Nine of Cups. You've grown, so you're emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature. And then Three of Cups in reverse, that third party situation is not there anymore. Oof, okay. T. Bottom of the deck, we got the Two of Cups. So the thing still may not be for you, which is why I feel like, because I feel like you already made up your mind, and it's crazy how this is coming through, and their words are making you question your journey. It's really not that crazy. It's normal, but that's what's happening. It's like you've already made a decision that you were going to move forward on to bigger and better things. You had come to the realization that you deserved more. This could be a job opportunity, okay? We got a lot of cup action, but it doesn't have to be romance. It can be a friendship that you like really freaking miss. Like, this was your ride or die, and all of a sudden it's like, dang, I really do miss them. Like, you'd been, you know, getting used to being solo dolo and doing things on your own, but like this person comes back through and it's like, I really do miss you though. Like, but why did you have to do that? You know, whatever happened in the past, whatever. This could be a job calling you back. Like, I know we had let you go. I've literally seen this happen in person. Dude got let go, and then they literally called him back to come back and gave him a promotion. But yeah, this is something that you think is like the door is completely closed on, coming back up for you, Virgo. And it's just like, you know, you're gonna have to decide like what you want. It's up to you. Like, to be honest, I'm not getting well, I did have that 2 of Cups in reverse. I was gonna say I'm not getting a below the 2 of Cups in reverse is the Page of Wands. So it's like better than the past, but still not like everything you need. I see an opportunity resurfacing for you, Virgo, that I honestly don't feel like, damn, that I honestly don't feel like is gonna lead you to where you want to be. The last card that just flew out is Misery. Like, geez. This one says Discomfort in Love. Yeah, I don't feel like it's going to lead you to where you want to be or where you've decided that you're going to go moving forward. We got Trust and High Standards. At the bottom of Trust, it says Faith and Love. At the bottom of High Standards, it says Holding Yourself in High Regard. So you're really going to have to hold on to your dignity, trust that there's more out there for you. Now, remember, this is not a private reading. I had someone comment on one of my videos recently, and they were like, I hate how, I'm not even gonna get into it. But just remember, this is not a private reading, babes. This is for Virgos, okay? I mean, they were going off. I'm like, babe, this is not a private reading. How am I supposed to tell you about what Pookie is doing with Nunu? I don't know Pookie and Nunu. Lord. Anyways, we got past life that did come up here as well. Okay. So there's definitely been a separation here. Oh, that's tea. Oh my goodness. 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 We have literally divorce and breakup that both came up in the same spread. At the bottom of breakup, it says disconnect and short-term connections. At the bottom of divorce, it says end of a long-term connection. So yeah, this could be alluding to, like, this could be the confirmation that this is someone you haven't spoken to in a while, someone who you had a short-term or a long-term connection with. That'll depend per Virgo. Again, not a private read. But this could also allude to something that is coming up. We have past life and karmic. Okay, that is confirmation, Virgo, that this is definitely someone you've dealt with before. I mean, yeah. And we got short-term and long-term connection. So even if you had a situationship or a friends with benefits situation with this person, this doesn't have to be someone you had a full-on relationship with, but definitely some past things coming up. And even though we're pulling from the romance deck, like I said, apply this to whatever area in your life. You'll see how it unfolds in your life. But intense lessons in love at the bottom of karmic. At the bottom of past life, it says a past life love connection. So there's definitely some past life energy coming up here. Karmic connections, cyclical connections coming up. Soulmate. At the bottom of that one, it says harmonic soul union. So yeah, Virgo, this could be a soulmate, this could be a karmic. A soulmate can be what's coming through. There's so many ways you can read this message because of all of these energies, but you'll see, like I said. Okay, when you continue to reminisce, replay, or hold on to what could have been, you continue to hold yourself in a place of resistance. Let what was inspire a new way of living, but don't allow it to limit and determine what can be. So don't base your future off of your past. We're always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you're alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. We're reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. So you have a lot of spiritual support, Virgo, but I definitely feel like shit's about to hit the fan for you this week. Feelings are going to come back up. Thoughts and people are going to come back up. Like, it's going to be a lot, but you have all the tools to get through it, and the universe is with you. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Check me out on Etsy in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my radio show. It's free. It's in the description. I love you, Virgo. Be careful what you wish for. And I will see you in the next one. Timestamps for every zodiac sign. In the description, make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Capricorn for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Capricorn placement in your chart, you can apply this to. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below. For your protection, that's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my radio show. It is free. It is in the description. Just by adding me on there, you're automatically entered into any giveaway I do. And other than that, Cap, we're just gonna get into what's going on with you guys. What are the messages for Capricorn? What are the messages for Capricorn? Okay, I'm hearing the power is in the tongue. Be careful what you wish for. In my voice, I'm hearing it, which like never happens. I never hear anything in my voice, but we have the Wish Wisely card that just came out. And oh, what's that movie? Is it? It's not Freaky Friday. I don't think that's the one. That's the one where they, maybe it is Freaky Friday, but there's another movie like Freaky Friday where like someone's like, I wish da 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 da, and obviously they're not being serious, but like the universe is very responsive at this time, and there's another collective awakening happening literally as we speak, which is why the energy is so weird right now. That's kind of another topic, but yeah. And we got the Temptation card that just came out. Whew. And if you look at the card, snakes, in my opinion, are not bad. I don't consider snakes to represent negativity. I consider them to represent enlightenment, but it does typically represent a hard truth, you know. And it's like ignorance is bliss, even if you go from the biblical story, you know. Adam and Eve, they realized, you know, their vulnerability, but they also got free will, you see. So it's like, you know, a blessing and a curse type of thing, you know. It's an energy, Capricorn, where you really can manifest something to happen. And if you're pissed off, like wishing that, you know, your friend, something crazy happens to them, like it may just happen and you're gonna have to live with that for the rest of your freaking life. So just be careful, Cap, because the energy right now is just a bit too much. And then we have wait for winter. So there's something that you're wanting to come through, and honestly you're being a bit impatient about it. You're like, now. Winter is the divine timing for you. And it's you're gonna know. The first thing you thought about, that's what it is, you know? Like that big thing, that thing that you really want. That's the thing we're talking about. Those smaller manifestations, no. You can continue business as usual. You will feel intuitively what, you know, area of your life this applies to, where the universe is telling you to put the pause on something, not to manifest something into your life quite yet. It's not going to benefit you now how you think. It's not going to give what it's supposed to give. All right, let's start here. We have Wish Wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take the practical steps towards making your dreams come true. So make sure you're balancing spirituality and practicality, because if you're not, something may come through right now, but it just may be all wrong. For an example, like say your perfect romantic partner, they're in a relationship right now, they're gonna break up with, you know, the person that they're with next week. You want a relationship now, so you manifest to meet your next, you know, partner to you now. So you meet them this week. Next thing you know, there's a third party situation. They choose the relationship that they're already in, because even though they were gonna leave it, they don't wanna leave under these type of circumstances. And now they're better than ever. Or they're together for another year, because now they have that thing to bond over. You know, there was someone who tried to come in and ruin the relationship. So now we have this thing to bond over, and your happiness is delayed a whole nother year or forever. Just in, you know, this is just an example, obviously, but be smart about this, Capricorn. Play your, like, you guys can play chess like no other. I find Capricorns, you guys can play the long game, which is why, like, Cap will come through. You'll find out that a Cap was like holding a piece, like holding something for like the longest. guys can sure hold a grudge too. Anyways. Temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Perhaps one that makes you feel guilty. This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever it's, guys. So the universe is definitely telling you to pay attention. If you feel guilty, if you feel a way about something that you're doing, that is something to pay attention to. Don't ignore that. If you're feeling low vibrational after you do something, you got to start to create distance between you and that thing, especially if it's something that's just only offering you instant gratification or temporary gratification. And then we have wait for winter. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. Are for the highest good of all. I feel like there's things you need to see as well. Things that you need to see. Things are going to be revealed in the meantime. You may genuinely not even want what you're trying to manifest right now once you see it for what exactly it is. Nature signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages of nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only to open our hearts and minds. So the universe is trying to communicate to you about this. And then we have magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say that you can bless others too, which is, you know, a hack. I say it all the time. Like, it's a hack to getting the energy to shift around you. Life is cyclical. Life goes in cycles. And it's just simple universal law, giving and receiving. So if someone asks you, Cap, can you help me with XYZ this week? Be generous with your time, your energy. Just say yes. Especially if it's not really going to take nothing from you for real. Just to kind of get that, you know, wheel turning so that you can then next receive. 8 of Wands. Things are moving rather quickly for you. Something is taking off. Something is happening very, very quickly. And that's the thing. Like, the energy around you is very quick. Oof. And it's like you can very quickly run yourself into a wall. We have the World card in reverse and the 8 of Wands. It's better to see how things turn out than to act upon it. And I'm getting wait for winter. It's like I'm seeing Rocky, like from the movie. It's giving charge your energy and wait for the perfect time to strike. 4 of Wands in reverse. This just isn't the time. It just isn't. The World in reverse. It just isn't the time. But things are shifting around you very quickly. Things are happening very quickly. So if you use all of your power now, it's going to really be all for nothing. And that's just the true tea. Like, there really is a method to the madness. The universe really is working on your behalf, but you have to have that trust, you know. And if you can't work on strengthening that trust, because that's a part of why, you know, things have not worked out in the past, for past manifestations, past things that you've tried to bring in. You know, you maybe didn't have that patience with the universe or that trust in the universe, so you tried to do it your own and then still didn't get what you wanted. So let's do something differently this time. You'll know when to act as it gets colder. I won't even say all the way till winter. For some of you, I really am feeling winter, like November, December. I feel like December is the sweet spot. Tapping into the timelines of the bigger things you're trying to manifest, but also I'm hearing if you need it before then, it will come through for you. But this is a reading for all Capricorns. Like, if this is like, okay, you're trying to manifest a new car, you live in a state that gets a lot of snow, and you're like, I can't wait until the dead of winter to get a new car, I need it before that. The universe will come through for you sooner if it's a necessity. But if it's not a necessity, the point is divine timing. So, you know. Okay, let's see. Ooh, you want to get to the riches. You want to get to the riches, to the bag, to the coins, to the abundance. You're like, I don't deserve to live this kind of life. I deserve abundance. I put in more work than everyone I know. I put in more work than my parents. like tapping into some of your energy. You're like, I do the most, I put in work, I'm not afraid of hard work, and I'm not seeing it pay off, so I want to get to this now. Like, I'm done waiting. But you know, Cap, the universe works a certain kind of way, and it's not on your dime, your time, and when you say it has to happen. Like, all of those things are true, but I was getting that energy of charging. Like, that's the best thing for you to do right now, just to charge and continue to build the blocks, continue brick by brick to build your foundation, continue on the path you're on now. You're good. Like, you're good. You don't have to go get in and do as much anymore. You've made some progress, like, and you've also learned some things, and you've already learned that. You've already learned that you don't have to do the absolute utmost to get what it is that you want. So allow yourself, I mean, telling a Capricorn to relax is like talking to a big brick wall. Do what you want to do, but just know it's not going to get you any further, because besides where you're already going to be, because you're already building a foundation. So it's not like it's going to make a huge effect. We're talking about divine timing here now. So Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Yeah, don't cut yourself off from victories and blessings and, you know, everything that it is that you want by not building a solid foundation. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and trying to have something in the wrong time. You know, the timing isn't wrong, and you know this at the end of the day, but you're being a little stubborn, or you're just annoyed with people. You want to get out of there. You want to get out of that apartment. You want to get out of that city. You don't want to be around those people anymore. You don't want to work at that job anymore. You're waiting for your opportunity, and you're like, if the opportunity doesn't present itself, then I'm gonna, you know, talk to this person and do this, or I'm gonna do that. And it's like, no, Cap, no, don't do it. We got the Emperor. There a lot of self-control is needed right now for you guys. Eight of Swords in reverse. As bitter of a truth as it is, you do know that. You know what it requires to be the best. You know what it requires to see true success. And a lot of people think it's about, you know, an overnight success. You know the work and the patience and the tact and the resilience that it takes. So being annoyed with the journey, fine. You know, fine. Nothing wrong with being annoyed with the journey. But making bad decisions, going out of your way, exerting energy, putting your energy into the universe, you know, when you know that it's not gonna work, yeah, things are definitely changing. We have vetting and editing. So the universe, in terms of love, is going to start to throw you a few different love offers. You're going to have a few different people kind of enter your life, and they're going to be different from each other, and the universe is going to kind of be trying to see where you're at. I always say, like that saying, placement test. The universe is going to be seeing like what you're going to go for, what you will, you know, deal with, what you won't. Kind of see where you're at. Vetting, getting to know people is what it says at the bottom of that one. Editing, cutting off what no longer fits. So as you meet these people, be careful. We have the thin line card here. Be careful, Capricorn, because you want a love-based connection. Be careful not to allow, you know, people to take up more space than they should, or more time. Allow the lessons to be lessons. Even if you see good things reflected in people, you know, don't feel like, oh, this must be the person the universe is sending to me because they're better than the last couple of, like, no, if they're not everything, then they're nothing. They need to be nothing. Love-based, connection based on love, thin line, love and hate is what it says at the bottom of that one. There is a thin line between love and hate. Don't let your ex come back into your life just because, you know, they're showing you attention and affection. That will easily switch like it has before. We have stubborn and bad intentions. Not everyone has the best intentions for you. They may be willing to love you, but you need more than that. Where you're going, the Ten of Pentacles came up for you. You need more than that. Where you're going, you need someone smart, someone supportive, someone who isn't easily swayed to cross you in the places that you're going. Like, you need someone who really has a lot to bring to the table. I hate that saying, but you guys get it for the sake of the read. You need someone with more than that. So don't be stubborn. At the bottom of that card, it says unchanging attitudes. At the bottom of bad intentions. In it for yourself. Don't be stubborn and go for someone who, at the end of the day, is willing to break you off a little piece of love so they can empty your bank account and drain you dry of the opportunities coming towards you. From the life that you're building for yourself. Make sure you're very much so a part of the vetting process. And you're saying, okay, this is someone who does deserve to be here, or, you know, this is someone who has this great quality. Universe, I love that, I like that, but, you know, I don't need that. I don't need that other part of them. Communicate to the universe, journal, speak out loud, meditate, you know, script. Make it clear to the universe that you're seeing these things, and communicate, build that relationship with spirit, God, the divine, whatever you believe in. If you didn't get something that you really wanted at this time, if you feel stuck, or if you feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. It's filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you are asking for now. Literally, that is a summary of this entire spread. And then we have when you reminisce, replay, or hold on to what could have been. You continue to hold yourself in a place of resistance. Let what was inspire a new way of living, but don't allow it to limit and determine what can be. Let the past be the past. Don't hold on to it. Don't feel like just because XYZ was offered to you in the past, nothing more will be offered to you in the future. That is a scam. Anyone that tries to convince you to take their half a cup of love that isn't enough to fill you up, they are a scam. They are an illusion. They don't deserve to be in your life, Capricorn, so don't allow them to be. But you're going higher and higher and higher. Don't be stupid now and make quick of the moment decisions. Be smart, Capricorn. I have so much faith in you guys, Capricorn. Like, I really, really do. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys this week. Check me out on Etsy in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show. It is also in the description. And yeah, that's what I have for you for this week. Capricorn, I love you. Be careful what you wish for. And I will see you in the next one. Timestamps for every zodiac sign in the description. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.